Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this AVR Pay News Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. The final round match about to begin in just a couple of seconds. It's Bangla Tigers versus Ajman Heroes. We're coming live from the Malik Cricket Stadium here in Ajman. And what a tournament we've had. What a game we had just before this one. Deccan Gladiators defending 104 runs. Nobody would have thought after their performance in the past few matches. Well, they've won against Delhi Bulls and they've made their way into that fourth slot. It's still open though. Ajman Heroes with a big win will have an opportunity. The two umpires walking out and joining me in the comm box to begin proceedings. Mudassir Ali.
Thank you, Abdul Rahman. Good to see a quite bit of energy in the com box. It was a delicious biryani we had just now.
Well, all our secrets are in the open. Mudassir Ali is giving away the menu. Yes, we are, as they say, the fuel tanks have been filled up. Abid Ibrahim is still eating. After eating all the snacks, he's just having his dinner. And the Bangla Tigers team, well, there you can see there are already some changes in this. It's Waqas Jatt and Asif Hayat who are making their debut in the tournament.
Just marking my presence here. That shows that I am done. And Abid is still there on the table.
Well, Abid Ibrahim, we love him here in the com box, especially because he makes sure we don't overeat.
KR Nair still searching for his box.
Well, Mr. KR Nair has been with us in this com box area, the special area made for the production team. Most number of runs in the tournament than Jiju Janardhan and 185. 1 run away. Mohammad Usman tried to take his team to victory today, but couldn't. Sagar Kalyan, we'll see him in action after that first innings finishes. Adil Malik has made his way up to number 4, and Amir Hamza is at number 5.
Good to see Mir Hamza in the top 5 batsmen. And looking at that most wickets so far in the tournament, it's Muhammad Azhar sitting on the top with 12 wickets. Saqib Manshad till 11 wickets. Ahmad Shafiq from Deccan Gladiators, the left arm talented spinner, 9 wickets to his name. Shiraz Ahmad Pia, the left arm fast bowler with 9 wickets to his name. Saifullah Noor comes in the top 5.
Well, the ratio has changed, Mudassir. It was 2 left arm fast bowlers and 3 left arm spinners first. Now it's 3 left arm fast bowlers and 2 left arm spinners. And on cue, it's a spinner starting the attack, but it's Asif Hayat who's making his debut.
Oh, the very first delivery coming in to the right hand batsman, Adnan Mulk. Got a bit of turn.
Well, Sagar Kalyan is keeping wickets. Furqan Khalil not playing today. Very interesting. Again a lot of turn. And, oh, he's grasped it. Asif Hayat had an opportunity to pick up a wicket in his first over. A simple cotton ball chance. And Adnan Khan on the non-striker end is all smiles.
Look at the interesting to look at the replay because the ball just stopped. It was in the air. An easy cat drop by Asif Hayat.
Well, rightly so. Conversation with the match officials. I think he's not realized Asif Hayat is wearing the wrong shirt. It says Asfand on it. That's why they're asking for it to be covered. Very well done by the match officials. Run off. Oh, just like we were saying a couple of days back as well. Like an angry father upset with his children. Those are the playing 11s then.
For Bangla Tigers, Ali Khan, Fayyaz Ahmed, Punya Mehra, Ismail Khan, Sagar Kalyan, Amir Hamza, Captain Babar Iqbal, Umaid Khan, Salman Khan, Asif Hayat, and Waqqas Jatt.
Well, a lot of changes. Ismail Khan, Punya, Asif Hayat, Waqas Jatt making their way into the team. Ajman Heroes, Adnan Mulk Nawab, the captain, Adnan Khan, Adnan Arif. All three Adnans up top. Dawood Ijaz, Khalid Shah, Lukman Luki, Faisal Beg, Jahzeb, the under 19, Nasser Aziz, the Don, Keshav Sharma, the left arm spinner, and Ibtisam Seth, the all rounder in the side. Ajman Heroes, very interesting, winning the toss, deciding to bat first. We were expecting them to try and chase, but they have the run rate to play for. They'll want to put a big total and then defend it. That's the idea behind choosing to bat first.
This time on the back foot, played towards the mid wicket region. Off the mark, Adnanul Mulk.
Well, one Adnan has opened his account as the other Adnan comes and takes strike. He's already broken two of his bats. That bat is a gift from a friend as well. And I'm already getting messages on our group asking him to be careful. Well, when you give a bat to Adnan Khan, give it as if you're expecting it never to come back.
Hard hitting batsman Adnan. This time goes big towards the square leg area. The ball running towards the fence for the first boundary of this match.
Well, he's not going to hold back. An off spinner against Adnan Khan in the power play is not a very good idea. He favors that leg side. The big unit. Down on one knee. Didn't get all of it. I can tell you that. Bottom of the bat. Still one bounce and into the fence.
But he targeted the area very well, Adnan.
Well, this time it was a dusra from Asif Hayat. You could see the change in his wrist position. Adnan read it and read it well. So he starts off with two boundaries at a strike rate of 400.
Look at the replay. Very well picked by Adnan Khan. Into the gap between mid wicket and long on. The score moves to 9 at the end of over number 1.
Well, another left arm spinner opening the bowling. Ismail.
Very good piece of fielding on his own bowling, Ismail Khan. Another talented left arm spinner who has played in D series.
Well, not just a good left arm spinner, he's also a very good batsman. Lower order finisher, so to speak. Adnanul Mulk just struggling a little bit to pick the spinners. His trigger movement is that of a batsman going on the back foot too early. And I think that is why he just has to check his shot. There you can see going on the back foot, but this time hitting it very hard over the cover fielder. It was short, it was wide outside off stump. The shot was on.
He was on the back foot this time, Adnanul Mulk, and smashed between extra cover and cover for a beautiful boundary. Score moves to 13. There are 3 left arm spinners playing in Bangla Tiger squad. Salman Khan, the third left arm spinner. They have rested Furqan Khalil.
Well, he's played quite a few games, Furqan Khalil. He's been steady behind the stumps, but with the bat, a bit disappointing. And again, just going back to the bat conversation. Mudassir Ali, unfortunately, I've been sent a request. The bat belongs to a certain Usman Munir. I'm sure you know him. He took a blinder of a catch in that debut D10 tournament that we played. That bat has been in his house under his bed for the last 2 years. He doesn't want to give it to anyone. Adnan Khan had to break into his house to get it.
Full toss delivery coming into the right hand batsman. Look at him, Adnan Khan.
Well, he tried to hit that ball so hard, the helmet came in front of his eyes. Maybe we can see a replay of that shot again. Tried to smack the cover off that ball. He has to compose himself, Adnan. That's one of his challenges. Just tries to hit every ball out of the park. Even a certain Shahid Khan Afridi faced 30 odd deliveries to get to 100. You can't do it in 25. So 14 runs after the first 2 overs.
Ismail started off well, giving away just 5 runs. And talking about the similarities, I think Adnan Khan just looked like Azam Khan, the wicket keeper.
Well, our commentators have taken out all the lookalike books. And again, Mudassir Ali spot on. He does keep wickets as well.
I'm just looking at you to make sure the similarities between you, and I'll let you know the name very soon.
What a shot this from Adnan. Very good hit and good fielding there by Amir Hamza. This is very interesting field placing by Babar Iqbal. He has a mid-wicket, he has a square leg for Adnan Mulk. And he saved a certain boundary that was hit very well.
Once again on the back foot, smashed really hard. A great piece of work by Amir Hamza.
Oh, hit very hard. Straight down the ground. That fielder is the one in the circle. Valiant effort from Umaid. And he saved a boundary. Very well done by Umaid Rahman, the youngster.
It was certainly a boundary. What an effort by the young lad, running all the way from mid-off, putting a dive and saving 2 runs.
Well, Ali Khan, who was just a few inches away from the ball, had given up. Umaid hadn't. This time, Umaid will have his work cut out. It's hit very hard. And again, he does well. Well, in a space of 2 deliveries, Umaid Rahman has saved 4 runs for his team.
Adnan Khan trying to go big this time, clearing the mid-off fielder. The tall, young, fast bowler comes into play. Already saved 4 runs, Umaid Khan.
Or charging down the track. In the direction of mid-wicket, a fielder there. Just a single. And Mudassir, that man, Usman Munir, has another bat in his house. Belongs to Liam Livingston, if you believe it. It has the number 22 on top of it, which is Liam Livingston's number. And it's my number as well. And I told him, this is a sign from God. Just give me the damn bat. But no, not to be. Apparently he's keeping him for his future children that will come maybe 20, 25 years from now.
He's having a great time with Multan Sultans. This time on the back foot, it's Adnan Mulk goes over the mid-on fielder for yet another boundary.
Well, this is a good opening start against the spinner Asif Hayat, targeting the straight boundary. Adnan Mulk. Both Adnans on the groove, on the move. 24 for no loss in 3 overs. Well, that's the board for our title sponsors, the AVR Pay News Ajman T20 Cup. powered by SkyExchange.net. A big thank you to AVR Pay News, SkyExchange.net, and our title sponsors CricTracker, Khalij Times, Radio Gilly 106.5 FM, and of course the Ajman Cricket Council. What a tournament we've had. What a festival of cricket we are having in Ajman. And Adnan Khan, well, he's like a kid in the playground enjoying himself. Another boundary.
They started off well here. Ajman Heroes. This time Adnan Khan going on back foot. Smash towards the mid-wicket region for a couple of bounces towards the fence. Usman Munir, if you are listening us, keep your fingers crossed.
17 of 8. Adnan off to a very good start. Ismail under pressure. Yorker. Very well bowled there by the youngster. Cramping Adnan Khan for room.
Decent start here by Ajman Heroes. Taking full advantage of the power play this time. Played straight towards the bowler. Very good piece of fielding by Ismail Khan.
Well, on the replay, you wouldn't have realized how fast and how hard that ball was coming towards Ismail. He's done very well to get a hand to that. Adnan Khan after the boundary. Now two back-to-back dot balls and another Yorker. Very well bowled by Ismail. They were looking for a single. It was on. You have to say that's poor running between the wickets, Mudassir. That should have been a run.
Don't throw your wicket for a single run because they're not quick between the wickets. Adnan Khan and Adnan ul Mulk. What a piece of bowling here by Ismail Khan. Going for a boundary. The first delivery of this over. He got 3 dot balls, giving away no room to Adnan Khan.
Well, again, trying to hit that very hard, Adnan Khan. That's the problem that he has. Sometimes when he's trying to hit that ball hard, just loses his shape. He's already moved on to 18, but I think he's not middled a single shot. It's all brute strength that's taken them to the boundary. Adnan Mulk on the other end, run a ball 11. Well, there is a question being asked, and yes, he's bowled him. Adnan Mulk has yorked himself, walked across the stumps. Ismail was trying that from ball 1. He should have read what he was trying to do. And right at the base of leg stump, what a delivery.
Yorker kind of delivery by the talented Ismail Khan. He got a game tonight, and the captain has given him the ball to bowl in the power play. He strikes, so the first wicket goes down for Ajman Heroes after 4, 29 for 1.
Well, the new batsman walking in is Khalid Shah, left-handed wicket-keeping batsman.
There's change in the bowling. It's Umaid Khan coming from pavilion end.
Well, this is a good move. Umaid Khan prefers this end because he takes the ball away from the right-handers. Slight assistance by the breeze as well. Although I do feel that we might see a bit of dew today, Mudassir. It's not as breezy as it was in the afternoon.
Slowly the climate is changing here. Last couple of days it was a bit cooler.
Oh, what a hit! What a shot! That's the first six that's come off from the middle of his bat, and it's gone all the way.
Made room for himself. Adnan Khan goes big. Flick of the wrist towards square leg. What a timing here by the big man.
Just as he hit that six, I got a message from my friends again. Like, finally, he's used that bat properly. Well, enough of the bad jokes. Let's get Adnan Khan moving along. 24 of 13 deliveries. He's been hot and cold this tournament. Ajman Heroes counting on him. It's in the air. Gone a huge way up. Very, very lucky, Adnan. And just a single.
It could have been easily 2 runs. Khalid Shah turning down there. Adnan Khan. Look at that maximum hit here by Adnan Khan. What a timing.
Well, this is the frustration, Mudassir. When you can play shots like that, why are you not scoring runs? Every ball is not meant to be hit. We've seen that gameplay change in somebody like Sandeep Singh Sandy. In the past, used to just try to hit every ball, but now has changed his game, and that's why scoring mountains of runs. Cricket is not about scoring at a strike rate of 400, 500. It's about scoring big runs. If you get a 50, 75, 80, like we saw Fayaz yesterday getting those 90 runs, started off slowly and then picked up quickly.
What a beautiful shot by Khalid Shah. Just waited for the delivery. Glided towards the fine leg. Oh, it's a leg by. Nonetheless, they have got a boundary.
Yep, that adjustment needed. Left hand, right hand combination. That would have been a very good delivery toward the right hander. But deflected off the thigh pad. Khalid Shah. He had to get off the mark, but this is an expensive over already. 11 coming off it. 40 for the loss of 1 wicket. Ajman Heroes have to get a big total here if they want to have a shot at reaching the semi-finals.
This time on the off stump. A bit lazy here, Khalid Shah. Trying to just play towards the cover. Got beaten in the air. It's a rare dot ball in this over we have seen. 11 runs have been conceded so far. In 4 deliveries, they have started off well here, Ajman Heroes, though they have lost their captain Adnanul Mulk.
Well, Mudassir, Abid and I were having a conversation yesterday in the com box about Fayaz Ahmed, that he's actually a wicket keeper. But very interesting to see Sagar Kalyan with the gloves behind the stumps. Fayaz just parked at fine leg. Sometimes you can pull rank as a senior. As I was telling Abid, I don't think he likes wicket keeping. He'll just do it if he has to do it.
Almost for 17 overs, the batting he was there. And after that 20 overs on the field, bit tired, Fayaz Ahmed.
Oh, what a knock that was. Very unlucky not to get 100, Fayaz. He deserved it for the way he played. Sagar Kalyan out second delivery of the first over, and then a 190 odd run partnership. What a partnership it was. What a treat to watch.
Sheer timing and brutal hitting by both the batsmen Amir Hamza and Fayaz Ahmed. They posted around 210 runs, Bangla Tigers. Very good comeback here by Umaid Khan. Khalid Shah taking his time.
Outside edge. Past the wicket keeper. Well, this is what happens when you don't have your regular wicket keeper. Furqan Khalil would have gobbled that up.
They need to have a slip here. This time just nudging towards the third man region for a boundary. There's the end of over number 5 is 45 for 1. Here comes again the com box. It's Abid Ibrahim and Faizan Khan.
Thank you very much, Mudassir and Abdul Rahman.
This guy, Abdur Rahman, I can tell you this. He's the spark in the commentary box. He can light us up just like that.
There's
Big
one
shot, gobbled it up. High, handsome, huge. Six.
That's pure muscle behind it. Lots of power. Going down the leg side. That's what Adnan Khan for you. He's just got his flow. And look at that. Sheer power. Excellent shot. And he's playing with over 200 runs strike rate.
Great start. He needs to carry it on down the leg side. Lazy elegance there from Adnan Khan. Just lets it go without much of a fuzz.
Well, Salman Khan would not be happy with the start he's got. He's been hammered for a maximum and then a bolt going down the leg side.
It's all Khan affair right now. In the air, just dropping short of mid-off. And Adnan Khan would have his heart in his mouth for a moment there. Good ball from Salman Khan. And in the commentary box, it's Faizan Khan. So all Khan affair out there right now.
Yeah, it's Khalid Shah Khan.
Welcome to the family, Khalid.
Look at that odd bounce just in front of Punya Mehra. He did well. Under pressure, young Salman Khan straight away. He's been hammered for the maximum on the very first delivery. Not the start you like to.
Doesn't feel like the same wicket that the last game was played on, though. Possibly it's the dew on the ground, or I don't know what. There's some turn for Salman on this ball, but nicely played. Beautifully played, in fact. Tucked around the corner, into the gap. Couple of easy runs. And it's 56 on board. Doesn't feel like the same wicket, Abid.
Yeah, coming to that, that was a short run there, I reckon. Yeah, that's what Khalid Shah is talking. Is not happy about it. Doesn't like that. Well, that turn is still there in the surface for the spinners. That what I can see. But maybe it's the pressure which is not.
Well, if there's supposed to be pressure, it should be on Ajman Heroes, because Gladiators have almost put their right foot in to the semi-finals already. If Ajman Heroes cannot win this with a big margin, they're gone.
Yeah, maybe they knows that they need to post some big runs on the total. So they're playing all their shots. That was well bowled by Salman. Just outside off. That's what you need to do. Don't give lot of width. Don't be on the onside. Easy picking.
Absolutely, nicely bowled. Looped up in the air as well. Gave it some air. If you're a young lefty spinner, which by the way is the 7th spinner that we are seeing today. Cut away this time around. It was too short. Nicely done by Khalid. And that would reach the fence in a jiffy. Salman, an expensive over coming in for him. It's 58 for 1.
Yeah, look at that. Cuts it well. Nicely done. All along the carpet. It's very difficult to cut the ball, play a cut shot and keep the ball all along the carpet.
Well, these are our broadcast and streaming partners. All thanks to them. Half the globe is watching us right now. Cineblitz IMHD TV in the UAE. Total Sports in Afghanistan, Iran, Georgia, Pakistan. Free Sports in the UK and Ireland. T-Sports in Bangladesh, Willow TV, US, Canada. Fan Code in India. CricTracker in India and global online YouTube. You can log on to YouTube right away and you can watch us having a gala time here in the com box. And of course the players having a gala time out there on the wicket. where not a lot of runs have been scored today, but Ajman Heroes have started really well.
Yeah, they've been attacking and good first 6 overs for Ajman Heroes. It's just the wicket they lost of the captain.
Umed continues. Slow ball to start the over with and played towards long on. Easy peasy. Knowing Adnan Khan, he would be strolling across for that single.
A good change of pace there for Umaid Rahman. And looking that bat in the hand of Adnan Khan. Literally looks like a toothpick. The big man, he hits it all over the park with a massive power behind it.
Today he's coming into his own, and I hope and wish to see a half century at least from him. And if he gets there, this is going to be his first in this tournament.
And I'll tell you, Umaid Rahman was lucky there. If you pitch there and give that width to this man, Khalid Shah, he loves to play over the point. That's his favorite zone. This time he just want to stick around because he's a smart batter now. He understands that the run rate they were looking for is achieved already. So doesn't want to take chance.
Well, batting up front, they would want to see a big total. They're going good right now and slashed through the offside. This one is sliced off the bat, but it would certainly give him a 4 there.
This is what I was talking about. This is what his strength is. He likes to play on that region, coming down the track, and that is deliberate shot. Perfect. Khalid Shah, you can't keep him quiet for long.
Possibly wanting to go over extra cover just a little bit and opening the face of the bat just at the last moment so that it slices off over backward point. Doesn't matter though. What matters is the result. It's a 4. That is what he wanted to hit right from the word go. Slow full toss, tucked around the corner. Square leg would come into play. Only a single there. Any other player, and this might just have been 2. Abid.
Well, Adnan Khan is, though he doesn't look very much quick, but he's the wicket keeper. He does well in the field, and he's a quick running between the wicket. He doesn't go on his size. He is quick.
I want to see how quick he is. Although, I'll give you that. He's agile behind the wickets though.
Yes.
His movements are swift behind the wickets. This one is played well. Straight to the fielder. Unfortunately for Adnan. This was just helped on its way. It was leg side-ish. It was there to be hit. Another slow full toss. Umaid is losing the script here.
There certainly should be a single. Because the fielder has been down there. He didn't collect it well. So, yes, Faizan Khan, you have a point.
That's what I'm living for, Abid. In the meanwhile, good looking shot. Powerfully hit. But straight to the man once again. Only a single. Nicely done. That's what I'm living for. A compliment from you.
So 7 overs past, 65 for 1. It's a good start for Ajman Heroes. That's the batting card of Ajman Heroes. Adnan ul Mulk scoring 11 of 12 deliveries. He's departed. Since then, it's Khalid Shah along with Adnan Khan right in the middle. They are constructing this inning well. Just 7 overs past for 65. It's not a bad start at all.
Absolutely. It's a good start, I would say. Going at almost 9.5 runs and over. Not bad.
Well, I feel Faizan that they have just not enough batters in the team of Ajman. After this, maybe a couple of more batters who can bat, and then the tail starts right after.
Well, absolutely. That has been a problem for them. But they're looking like a good side since the time they have made a few changes. Babar, the opposition captain, is coming into bowl with his slow, loopy deliveries here. And the first ball has been played down the ground, and there's a single there. That's a brave call from Babar because these two are going all guns blazing here.
Well, there is a certain plan behind it. Behind this, we know that Babar, despite he being slow, but he's a wicket taker. He, because of that slow bowling, he gets those wickets because this is the perfect ground for him. Huge boundaries, and I'm sure the batters will go after him, seeing those tempting deliveries.
Absolutely. Being the captain of the side, he needs to lead from the front.
Yeah, that was an arm delivery, by the way. This came into left-hander.
Beautifully bowled. And it was so slow that the left-hander could actually wait for it and play it on the back foot, although it was a full length delivery.
Yeah, it was too slow. Oh, that's right in front. That is gone. That cannot be plumbed more than this.
Abid is short on words. He's so excited to see that going because Babar does eventually get him. Oh, that was my initial thought,
Ah.
frankly, Abid, was that that might have just missed the leg stump. And the replays show maybe it would have clipped the leg stump.
Yeah, maybe because the ball was turning. Now I can see that that was not as plumb as I said earlier. Might be, but it is the umpire's call that will get Adnan Khan out. He unlucky for him, not reaching 50 runs. It's 7.5 overs gone, 67 for 2.
New batter is out there, and some trouble in paradise for Ajman Heroes, who started really well. This is down the leg side and nicely played, swept away. Couple of bounces into the fence, four more.
Well, loose delivery there. Easy picking for Dawood off the mark with the boundary. Down the leg side for an off spinner. It is actually getting very difficult for the off spinners. The more format is getting shorter and difficult it is getting for the office especially.
But it's generally very difficult to get, you know, to hit those kind of off spinners out of the ground when they are so loopy and slow through the air. You have to wait for eternity for the ball to get to you, and you have to hit it powerfully as well to get it out of the park. So it is, although very tempting, it is actually in reality very difficult to hit.
All you need to do is wait for the ball. And if you want to see how to play against Babar Iqbal, just watch the inning of Adil Malik. What he did against him the other day. He waited for the ball. And a slip coming in, interesting.
I might be a couple of years older waiting for this ball to come to me.
Leg slip, slip on. The first slip there for Khalid Shah.
Test match field.
Certainly, yes. You have to be brave enough to have two slips actually for Khalid Shah.
And test match cricket from Khalid Shah as well. Coming down, taking his pad behind the bat. Everything perfect about that. Look at the standings. Maratha Arabians sitting pretty on top. There's not going to be a change in the top two. Delhi Bulls. In fact, if Bangla Tigers win this game, they are going to be the second team to actually qualify here. So they are going to be on number 2. Delhi Bulls on number 2 currently. Deccan Gladiators, they're almost in. But Ajman Heroes, if they win this game, and that too by a huge margin, they certainly can topple Deccan Gladiators and go there. But that's a long and big if. Northern Warriors already out of contention.
Yeah, for Ajman, it's lots of ifs and buts, but oh, that's a shout, unnecessarily shout out there. But I just could not understand what went wrong with Northern Warriors. They looked very balanced side, huge side. In fact, they had Sandeep Singh Sandy Imran Odi, they had Yasir Khalib, they had Farhan Babar, Salman Babar. They had a very experienced Taimur Bhatti in the bowling department. That was a huge sight for me. But finding them right at the bottom of the table is surprising.
I think they couldn't get the combination going, possibly, Abid. The
Yeah, that's
players
true.
they played possibly were not in form, and then when they realized that they were not in form, they changed those players, and the new players who came in couldn't get them going. Also, their bigger players were not performing. For example, Yasir Kaleem is one of those players. We were expecting at least a couple of half centuries from him. 40 was his best in this tournament, and he was out softly. And this rubs on to the field, to the players as well. In the meanwhile, a drop chance.
I would not call it a chance that went too quick to Salman Khan, but well, he's not shaking his hand, though, despite it hit him so hard. Look at that. The replay will tell us the story, how hard it was hit. Look at that.
Yeah, very hard. And it was a four had he not put a hand to it. In the meanwhile, up in the air, there's a fielder there. It would go over his head and run towards the boundary. Sweeper would come in and do the cleaning up job. And only a couple of runs added to the total. That takes the score to 76 for 2 after 8.4. So some semblance coming into the game for Bangla Tigers. They have put a stop on the run making in the last couple of overs.
Now, meanwhile, another short run for this time. I reckon Dawood Ijaz was the batter. So lots of power behind it while playing that cut shot.
Nicely played as well. Straight to the man though. There we go. Very hard. And it missed the umpire by a distance as well. Some by a little distance rather as well.
Well, that umpire should be thanking Salman there. Well, I see a problem with Dawood Ijaz is that he's trying to hit the ball too hard. All he need to do is time the ball. He's not timing it.
Absolutely. But he started well. 8 of 6 Dawood. 16 of 15 Khalid. It's 76 for 2 after 9. What was a great start from Ajman Heroes has been pulled back just a little bit thanks to that wicket of Adnan Khan in the last over from the captain Babar, who's picked up a wicket, a very important wicket, and given away just 7 runs. Dawood is going to be on strike. He came out all guns blazing on the very first deliveries that he faced. He swept that one to the boundary. Let's see what he does here. Flighted again, and this one is in the air. Easy taking. Oh, Babar is turning the heat on here at the Malik Cricket Stadium. He's all smiles. Dawood won't be. He is walking back now. It's 76 for 3.
Well, that man would not miss that catch, especially when Babar is bowling. His captain was bowling and he is happy. He's delighted with 2 big wickets. And walking out is Dawood Ijaz, 8 runs. A big wicket this is. This is huge wicket.
Well, the first ever ABR Pay News Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. Today is the last day of league matches. Tomorrow on, it's the big games. 3 more games after this remaining. The 2 semi-finals and the finals. And it has been awesome commenting upon the game with this absolutely lively and wonderful team that we've had in the commentary box. Right next to me is Abid Ibrahim. There's Abdur Rahman Tariq, should I say?
Yes, please.
Abdur Rahman Tariq. And of course, Mudassar Ali as well, who's missing from the com box right now. It was great to partner up with them for this tournament. And well, I've made some memories that I'm going to relive over the years because I'm going to comment more upon the game with you guys, I hope.
Yeah, really, we are glad to have you on board as well, Faizan. This is my first time working with you, and I have certainly enjoyed it.
Yeah, Mudassir says from the background, 2 more days to go, man.
It seems he's counting the days.
Yeah, he's counting the days that he receives his big fat check. And that is when he's not gonna know me after that. Who Faizan? Bye bye. Are you talking about Faizan Sheikh?
Yeah, but I've been working with him since 2017.
And he has done that to you also,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but he's a lovely character.
Eventually, you have to say that in the end,
Yeah,
right?
he's just
To balance
standing
things right.
behind me. He can't be standing behind me.
Oh, that is very, very slow. Well, a cycle could go faster than that. The kind of bowling that we have seen from Babar.
But that's what is giving him wickets. He's picking up wicket, two crucial wickets to his name, Babar Iqbal.
It's 77 for 3. What an over this from Babar. Only a single and a wicket. Amazing stuff. 9.5 gone. Babar, last ball of the over. And this one kept a little low. Troubling the batters there. The unlikely hero, I would say, is Babar Iqbal in this match. Because I never thought that he's going to pick up 2 wickets. He has. Certainly. We are going to pick up a couple of wickets as well. Me and Abid. And replacing us, the next 2 batters in line for commentary is Abdur Rahman Tariq. And of course, Mudassir Ali with him.
Well, thank you, Abid Ibrahim and Faizan Khan. We will not say anything bad at all till we get our paychecks. That is the idea. It has been, as he said, an honor and a pleasure to be part of this commentary team. Faizan Khan, one of the most famous radio personalities that we have here in the UAE. I'm praising you. Amir Hamza coming into bowl now.
Commentary is all about teamwork. And they have started off well, but couple of wickets. That too, Babar Iqbal bowling his slow off breaks, troubling the batsman. And you become famous. Can you please let us know how you became famous in overnight, Mr. Abdurrahman?
Well, there's no such thing as overnight fame. It's taken about 15 years of cricket, following cricket. But yes, we do have to thank Mr. K.R. Nair and the article that he wrote about the commentary team. In the meantime, Khalid Shah is moving along. This is a crucial boundary. As you were mentioning, Mudassir, Babar Iqbal has picked up 2 wickets, but you also have to stress the 2 batsmen that he got out. Adnan Khan moving along very nicely, and Dawood Ijaz probably the best batsman in this lineup. So 2 big wickets, and now it's over to Khalid Shah. He needs to get them to a good score.
This time way outside the off stump and taking full advantage. An uppercut coming from the blade of Khalid Shah. This time a slower one played towards the mid wicket. Ismail Khan coming all the way from the deep.
Well, just talking about this AVR Pay News, Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. The Ajman Cricket Council and the organizers have not only just given us an opportunity to commentate about this game, but also As I was mentioning, Mr. K.R. Nair, he's covering this game, sitting here watching it, typing it out in his old, unique style. He's been covering cricket here as long as I can remember, reading about it in the newspapers. I remember at one time I was working in the Sharjah Cricket Stadium when I was in university. Had an opportunity to work in that iconic stadium in the press box, and there was Mr. K.R. Nair on his laptop typing away. And now, what an opportunity for the youngsters as well to read this. You can follow him on his blog, KR Buzz, and read about the game in his own unique style.
This time gently nudge towards the mid-on region. Khalid Shah. It's a dream come true for me. Someone taking note of the good work we are doing, and that too from Mr. K.R. Nair, taking out his time and writing something about us. It was very well written, and he has a vast experience. We are lucky enough to share the room here in the com box with Mr. K.R. Nair.
In the meantime, Adnan Arif is finally getting a move along. 5 dot balls for him. And now he's gotten a couple of singles sent in at number 5. He has a big role to play as well in this partnership. An expensive over from Amir Hamza, 10 coming off it. And the Ajman Heroes moving along at 8 runs and over, 87 for 3 in the end of 11. Well, 9 more overs to go. Ajman Heroes winning the toss, electing to bat first. The idea was to put a big total up and then see if they can defend it if they want to qualify for the semi-finals. That man has other ideas. They're asking a big appeal where the umpire has given it as wide, and good decision by the umpire. If it's not hit anything, that's 1 extra run.
The keeper and the bowler trying to build up a pressure on the umpire. It was on the legs. Ah, look at Adnan Arif. Lost his balance completely. At last, they got a single. Babar Iqbal's bowling.
Well, not just a single, but I'm also glad to see Adnan Arif is finally wearing spikes. If you remember in that last game, he slipped very badly, caused a boundary as well. So this time, he's with his spikes on, still managed to fall down.
He's not used to wear those spike shoes. Forget about the boundary. He can injure himself. Good to see a slip and a leg slip. Ali Khan in the leg slip, and we have Umaid Khan standing in the first slip. Khalid Shah. He has been kept quiet for some time.
Oh, it's a full toss. Babar Iqbal. Well, he's gotten a slip and a leg slip. He already has 2 wickets to his name as well. But every delivery needs to be a good one. This is a poor full toss, and Khalid Shah is not going to miss out.
This is the best way to score runs against Babar Iqbal. Using his feet. Khalid Shah. Once the ball pitches, then it comes slow. Once again, this time trying to go over the long off for a maximum. That's Dhai Khalid Shah for you.
Well, Mudassir Ali, just before this over as well, said the exact same thing to me off air. If you want to play Babar Iqbal, you have to use your feet. You can't stand and hit him. That ball coming very slowly. And he's got back-to-back boundaries, a 4 and then a 6. And both times using his feet nicely. Dhai Khalid Shah.
assume that he will be bowling on the off stump. He knows that Khalid Shah will come down. It will be interesting to see. Yes, it was a off stump, but it was a bit full. Played straight towards the deep extra cover.
Well, that was good batting from Khalid Shah. Already has 10. It was a full delivery. If he had used his feet, might have missed it, as you said. In the meantime, the Ajman Heroes have reached the 100 mark in the 11th over. Mind you, we're playing on that same wicket in which Deccan Gladiators defended 104 runs in 20 overs. What a victory that was. This is a good partnership now. Good batting by the Ajman Heroes. First it was Adnan Khan, who was off the blocks quickly. And now Khalid Shah at number 3. 35 of 22 deliveries. Score predictor says 172. Mudassir, they will be happy with a total like that.
For that, Khalid Shah and Adnan Arif needs to score big this time. Gently nudge towards the fine leg region for an easy single. 15 runs came in this over, and in the previous over 10 runs. So last two overs they have got 25 runs after 12. 102 for 3.
Well, there you can see the batting card. Adnan Khan, 35 of 21 deliveries. He'll be unhappy that he's back in the dugout. Khalid Shah, 36 of 23. He's still there. Dawood Ijaz missing out again today, 8 of 7. They do have Ibtisam Said, Faisal Beg. Lukman Luki is a hard hitter of the cricket ball as well. Got off the mark with a 6 in the first game he played. And the bowling card, Babar Iqbal, before that over, was going at 4 runs and over. 23 runs, 2 wickets for him. Ismail Khan has a wicket to his name. The other bowlers have been expensive. Umaid Khan, Salman, Asif Hayat, both going at 9.5 runs and over. Amir Hamza continues. Conceded 10 the first over he bowled. And Khalid Shah takes a single.
The amount of cricket has been played in UAE, it's really tough to keep yourself fit. Good to see Khalid Shah, very fit.
He has an active lifestyle. Was out on a skiing holiday just a couple of weeks back. Khalid Shah. Adnan Arif just getting bogged down. Ajman Heroes need both batsmen to get a move along. You can't expect Khalid Shah alone to score quickly.
I think he's not used to wear those spike shoes, and he's struggling with his footwork here. Adnan Arif.
Well, he has been in very good form in domestic cricket, Adnan Arif. That's why selected by the Ajman Heroes. Missing out. That's his bread and butter shot. That's what happens. So that's it in this format, in this side of tournament as well. You just lose your nerve a little bit. But I'm sure once the ball hits the middle of the bat, he'll get a move along. Already has a 50 to his name in the tournament, Adnan Arif.
And not to forget about his bowling. Boy, take a single, rotate the strike. You need to play the basic cricket here. Khalid Shah is striking ball very well. You have 3 dot balls in this over.
Well, the fielders in the circle are right at the edge to that single that Mudassir Ali is asking for is very much on. Amir Hamza has recovered nicely. 10 runs off his first over. Just the 1 run of this one so far. Adnan Arif finally gets a single to deep cover. And you'd only hope that Khalid Shah does not get frustrated staying at the non-striker's end.
Very good over here by Mir Hamza to going for 10 runs in his first over. He gave away just 2 runs. Still one more ball left in this over. Khalid Shah on strike. There's a big gap between the point and short third man. He tried to play the keeper, completely misses. The ball racing towards the boundary. They have got 4 runs on the last ball, courtesy to Sagar Kalyan. It was a very good over by Mir Hamza.
Well, Khalid Shah missed out on the cut, was extremely frustrated. Look at that reaction from Khalid Shah. But he won't be disappointed with the result. Sagar Kalyan, the makeshift wicketkeeper, letting that go through his legs. Crucial boundary this for Ajman Heroes. And the Bangla Tigers will not be happy. 108 for 3 now at the end of 13. A bowling change. The captain has taken himself off. Asif Hayat now coming into bowl, and that's better. Good cricket. Taking a single, getting off strike, bringing Khalid Shah in front of the bowler. The Ajman Heroes dugout. That man right there behind Adnan Mulk, Nasir Aziz, the Dawn will have a big role to play with the ball. Again, brilliant camera work by our team here. Well, Asif Hayat was taken to the cleaners by both Adnans, the openers. He'll prefer bowling to the left-hander.
This time, stepping out, goes big, straight over the bowler for a huge 6 here. Khalid Shah for you.
Well, that was hit supremely by Khalid Shah. Straight as an arrow. Right on that side screen. What a hit. Using his feet, just like the coach Mudassar Ali had asked. Khalid Shah moving on to 43 now.
It's good to see these batsmen using their feet. Khalid Shah on fire here in Malik Stadium. What a sensible cricket. Played gently towards short mid wicket for an easy single. Over the years, we can see the maturity in his batting. Khalid Shah.
Well, that's the perfect word, Mudassir. Maturity. Khalid Shah as an opener, one down batsman. In the beginning, it was all about flair. He would hit or try to hit everything from ball one. And that delivery after the six is a perfect example of how he's matured. While the captain Babar Iqbal is leading from the front here. 2 wickets to his name. And this time saves a certain boundary. That had 4 written all over it before Babar Iqbal intervened. And again, poor from the Ajman Heroes. Adnan Arif just unable to get any singles. He looks frustrated.
8 runs have been considered in the last over. 14 gone, 116 for 3 Ajman Heroes. Salman Khan replacing Amir Hamza from pavilion end. This time played straight towards the bowler. A bit of fumble. There has been a couple of dot balls. Adnan Arif is clearly struggling here.
Well, shows the difference when you're in confident mood like Khalid Shah is. 29 deliveries for 44. On the flip side, Adnan Arif has played 16 deliveries and scored only 6 runs. Adnan Khan,
I have seen this guy somewhere. The
I
guy
don't
sitting
know
in the
him.
middle.
I don't know him. Please don't ask me who that is.
There's Sunil Rana on his right.
Well, I have to admit I know the guy in the middle as well. It's Mohammad Rashid, captain of my club team. And Tariq on his left. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Finally gets one from the middle of the bat. This time Babar Iqbal is unable to save it and it goes for 4.
This time on the back foot, Adnan Arif finds the gap. Cracker here from the blade of Adnan Arif. Getting a boundary at the right time.
Yeah, that will just ease the nerves a little bit. First time the ball was stopped by Babar Iqbal's boots. This time he missed out. Babar Iqbal just jumped over it. Another good looking shot this from Adnan. Only a single though. Finally that blade is moving. And this is important. They have to put up a big partnership. They have quite a bit of batting still to come. They can't afford the batsmen to just hold back. Khalid Shah alone cannot take this team to a big total.
What a hit from the blade of Kalisha, this time going towards the mid wicket for a huge maximum that brings up the 50 for Kalisha.
What a way to bring up the half century. I was just saying a few seconds before the shot that Khalid Shah alone cannot take the team to the big total. Well, he wants to prove me wrong. What a monster hit against the wind, into the wind. 51 of just 31 deliveries. And this over, an expensive one, 12 off it already.
This time played straight towards the bowler. On fire, Kalisha. And with him is Adnan Arif. After 15, score is 128 for 3. Ajman Heroes. And there's a change in the com box. It's Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Mudassir Ali. Yeah, you forgot the first name, might
No,
be?
I was just thinking
Yeah.
about my paycheck. That's the reason I forgot your first name. It's
Yeah.
Abid Ibrahim in the com box.
Well, thank you so much, Mudassir. So, 15 gone, 138 for the loss of 3 wickets. This one is just all along the carpet. Babar Iqbal having the fabulous day out, Mudassir.
Abid, I was waiting for this moment. I want you to come in the com box because Khalid Shah on fire.
Yeah, it's the perfect time when we both are in the com box. We love his batting, isn't we?
Ah, what a brilliant knock he's playing tonight.
Crossed 50 runs. Waited and played it towards the long on. Amir Hamza will field that one. A single will be added to the tally only. That's the problem. That's the problem Faizan Khan was talking about. They need to run hard between the wickets. It's 130 already for the loss of 3 wickets. Switch it, and this one is connected. Goes one bounce into the fence. Welcome Faizan Khan.
Well, what a shot to welcome me in the com box. Absolutely amazing to watch. Switch it, hit to perfection as well. Up and over the infield, just one bounce into the fence. 4.
Yeah, maybe that is the right idea to play Babar Iqbal because he's too slow. You can hit him switch hits or a reverse sweep.
Absolutely, you've got all the time in the world to actually change stance and change it back again in your regular stance.
That's a smart batting from Adnan Arif. He's just got 4 runs for his team and got to the other end and let Khalid Shah face him most of the deliveries because Khalid Shah is batting on 52, faced 33 deliveries. He's well settled now.
Very good knock coming in from Khalid Shah. 52 of 33. The score is looking good, mind you. 135 for 3 in the 16th over. They have the license to go big in the remaining 4 as well right after this. Babar. And a big hit down the ground. Timing, beautiful. Bisecting the field. Absolutely amazing shot. 4 more.
That is Alubonda US tournament 4 number 330, and that's exactly in the gap. Great hitting there, and no more slip for Khalid Shah. Surprised not to see. Earlier when we were in the commentary box, there was 2 slips, leg slip and a first slip for Khalid Shah.
Only for 1 delivery. Possibly, a little bit of banter going on the wicket from Babar and Khalid at that moment.
But not anymore.
And again, down the ground. This one is sweetly hit as well, but this time there's the long off fielder who would reach there and stop it from going to the boundary. And a single taken. That's surprising.
That was easy too. Should have been taken. Moreover, 16 overs are up. 140 for the loss of 3. किसी के साथ कुछ नहीं
16 gone, 140 for the loss of 3. Adnan on 17 of 21. He has taken a lot of balls getting going. And Khalid Shah on 57 of 35. This is a very good looking knock coming in for Khalid Shah just at the right time when the doctor ordered for Ajman Heroes as well, because they need a big target and they need to get the opposition out cheaply as well to win this game and get into the semis.
Well, indeed, it doesn't seem it's the same wicket that we witnessed the first game.
Exactly what we were talking about off air as well. We got runs being scored at 5 runs and over in the first game. And here already they are scoring at almost 9 runs and over. That's almost more than double the runs that were scored in the first and the second innings. In the meanwhile, what a great looking shot. This has to be the shot of the day. Up and over, making room, hitting it through extra cover. 1 bounce 4.
That's the beauty of Khalid Shah. He just realized now he's reached to 50. Then look at that. Advancing down the track and hitting it over. Finding the gap is an art for this man.
Khalid raising his bat there, and if he himself is doing the scoring, he needs a lesson or two in math.
I'm sure he's not. He's least bothered about his runs. It's all about the team.
Well, this is beautifully played. Oh, very nicely played for just a single though. Making room, letting it come onto the bat. If the third man was inside the circle, this shot was on. But for a single, I think it's a risky shot. Nonetheless, every batter who bats out there keeps his score ticking in his head.
Oh no.
You know that for sure.
Oh no, I was not that. I was not that. Never counted my scores despite hardly I used to bat.
He would know every single run he was scoring on the wicket. I promise you, Abid. Big
This-
shot up in the air. This has to be taken. It is taken. And another wicket goes down. Adnan reeling under pressure. This is the fourth wicket down with 145 on board.
This is another failure for Adnan Arif. Could not just end at a good knot. Salman Khan takes the catch in the deep. Amir Hamza gets the wicket. Look at that. Nicely judged catch from young man Salman Khan. And there you go. Departure of Adnan Arif. 17 of 22 deliveries. 16 and a half overs. 145 for 4.
Well, the new batter is Faisal, but Khalid was on strike at that moment. He's on 63 now of 37 deliveries. It's 146 for 4. And Amir Hamza, you just cannot keep him out of the game. Since the last score of 92 not out, he came back and bowled some good overs and picked up 2 wickets, took 2 catches in that game as well. He was the man of the match. And today, also, he has come to the fore when his team needed him the most, picking up the wicket just at the right time.
Indeed. A good all-rounder. Oh, you were talking about Amir Hamza. He's taken top of the bails. He's taken Faisal out on a very first delivery. What a great bowling this is. Amir Hamza at his best. Look at that. Inside edge, crushed into the stumps.
Nicely bowled, very nicely bowled. Just outside the off stump, the slower ball coming in after pitching. And Faisal Beg had no idea where it was going. He is going one way. That's back to the dugout. Another wicket down with 146 on the board. Off air, Abid was telling me about his 50 that he scored. And he was dropped 8 times in that game. That has to be a record of sorts, Abid.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you made only 50 runs. Should have made 250 on 8 chances.
Now there was when I was caught behind and keeper appealed, bowler appealed, umpire didn't give me out.
Certainly not from the Australian ranks, yeah, Abid Ibrahim. In the meanwhile, a good looking shot tucked around the corner. There's no fielder there. It would run into the fence. It's going, and for more. So, talking about that, Abid Ibrahim, Adam Gilchrist used to walk when he would nick one.
Yes.
You were not from the same ranks.
This is glanced down the leg side. 150 comes up with the boundary.
Ignorance is bliss.
Well, certainly you talk about the greats, Adam Gilchrist, and
You're a great in T20 cricket, domestic T20.
now perhaps it's the moment when you just decide, should I walk out or shouldn't I? But then it's always greedy when it comes to batting, and certainly I was greedy on that day. But then I have done it quite of a time that I walked out when the umpires didn't give me out.
Not that day, though. Not that day. That day, he knew he's getting lives. Time and again, he needs to keep on batting. Nonetheless, 150 up on the board after 17. And it's, shouldn't it be 6 wickets down or is it 5 wickets down?
Well, I think they are spot on. 5 wickets down only.
Possibly. Possibly. You know how my math is.
Ah, no, you're very good at maths, by the way.
Thank you for that. Mutual Admiration Club. That's the name of our club that we play for.
Yeah, when we were talking about that, counting your own runs, you must have counted a lot there. That's where more than your school you learn maths.
If I had started counting, trust me, I would go nowhere. That was the wide ball, the last ball, first ball of this over for Umaid as well. He's given away 20 in his first two. This is officially the last 3 overs remaining. 151 for 5 on board. Khalid, his team would be looking at him and would want him to take his team to at least 180 here on in. Nicely bowled outside the off stump. Those are difficult to hit. He came dancing down the wicket and missing it completely.
Yeah, that's his style. Either he'll go deep in his crease or he'll come out and slash you hard outside off. When he goes deep in his crease, he likes to play on the onside. When he comes down the track, he slides it down to the offside. So that's those two shots Khalid Shah plays so well.
In comes Umaid again. Good start to the over. Yorker, nicely bowled. Turn into a low full toss and Khalid Shah is running for a 2 here. Finally they run a 2 eventually. Good running between the wickets.
That may be right partner Khalid Shah found now. Probably Ibtisham. Call him Ibti. So we were talking about greats walking out. Sachin Tendulkar, Brian Lara, Adam Gilchrist, Sangakkara. Wide ball that is meantime. So those were greats.
And greats not walking when they were out. Abid Ibrahim. Abid Ibrahim.
Not so great. Uh, well, that's not easy, by the way, Faizan.
Absolutely, I,
Yeah.
I totally agree. And of course, it is within the rules as well. If the umpire hasn't given you out, you can stay back. Drive, powerfully driven. Drilled through the covers and running for a second quickly. Khalid Shah once again, good running between the wickets. What a cracker of a shot that was. Unfortunately for him, it was not in the gap. Otherwise, it would have gone the distance.
If any shot deserving 4 runs, it was certainly that one. Excellent shot there. And Bull played it, timed it in fact, so well. Just quick all along the carpet. So yes, coming back to our topic, it is. You need to give respect to the umpires also.
Yorkland ball outside the off stump. Nicely played and good tumbling effort coming in. At least stopping a couple of runs there. That will bring Ibtisam on strike after a long time. He faced one ball, hit it to the boundary. And after that, it had all been Khalid Shah. So 4 balls of the over, 6 runs coming in this particular over, thanks to a couple of wides as well. It's 157 for 5 after 17.4. They should at least get to 180 here on in after the kind of start that they've had for the Ajman Heroes. And what a spirited performance coming in a game that they were required to make a big score. And it was not looking right from the word go because the pitch, the way it was behaving, wrapped on the pads. I think some bat involved. Some bat has to be involved because it hit him on the full there. Yeah, the umpire saying there was some bat
Yes,
involved.
he's pointing out there was bat involved. Definitely, that looked plump. Well, I'm not sure, but umpire so. It has to be not out.
Yeah, given not out by the umpire, that is what matters. 158 for 5. Last ball of the 18th. 7 runs of the over. They need to maximize this over. Full toss, drilled down the ground, powerfully hit, and no stopping that. 4 more.
Into the gap, perfectly placed. Khalid Shah. And now only 2 more overs to go. Look at this. Full toss is not a good idea to bowl someone who's batting on 70.
But these low full tosses sometimes are very difficult to hit. It was more of a short arm jab. There was no flourish from the batter there. And certainly no follow through of the bat as well. It was just a jab, so timing it to perfection there. Absolutely amazing to watch.
But he bowled twice the full toss. The earlier he's saved that chance of a leg before, but this time he can't be bowling full tosses. So moreover, and you're bowling at the death overs. So yeah. Moreover, let's quickly look at the batting card, how it looks now. Adnan Al Mulk 11, 35 for Adnan Khan. Khalid Shah is unbeaten on 72 of 43 deliveries. Dawood Ijaz 8, Adnan out of 17. Well, Faisal Beg just came as a visitor. Ibtisam now, his role would be to let Khalid Shah deal the last couple of overs. These couple of overs more than him. It would be Khalid Shah who would like to take strike.
Amir Hamza to bowl the fourth and the final over, the penultimate over of the innings though. Driven towards Babar on extra cover. Ibtisam would be happy to give the strike back to Khalid Shah, who's looking in supreme touch today. It was nicely bowled. A yorker outside the off stump. Those are the go-to deliveries for any bowler in T20 cricket these days, especially in franchise cricket.
Yeah, the cricket is developed a lot nowadays, the modern day cricket. You see slow bouncers, you see slow yorkers, you see wide outside off yorkers. Especially these deliveries you see a lot at the death overs. So right now it's Samir Hamza against Khalid Shah who's batting on 72. Makes room and bowler follows, keeper misses.
Well, to be fair to the keeper, it was a difficult take because the ball fall just short of him. Sometimes those are difficult to take, especially when it's going down the leg side and it was coming from between the batter and the stumps and the bat. So there's a lot of obstruction when you're a keeper there. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
So you kind of miss the ball, you don't have an eye on it, and then all of a sudden it just bounced near you. Difficult, but yes, Sagar Kalyan is a part-time keeper. He's not a regular keeper. Yeah, and then despite Furkan Khalil is not playing today for them.
Big shot up in the air. This has to be taken. Somebody should get underneath it. It's one of the fielders who has done a good job.
And it is Ali Khan. Who else can take those kind of catches?
Doesn't just look like Shahid Afridi. Catches like Shahid Afridi as well.
Yeah, that was Skya. Went over that moon a bit and came back. This man has. It's not easy to catch under the lights these kind of catches. That would be the end of Ibtisam Seth. The new batsman will be on the striking end, I reckon.
Ibtisam scored 6 or 4. It's 164 for 6 after 18.3.
Lamir Hamza and Hazrat Luqman would be eager to be on strike. I know that. He likes to bat.
It was down the leg side from Amir Hamza, but look at his stats today as well. He picked up 2 wickets in the last game, now 3 wickets here, and along with that 92 not out, I think he's one player who the scouts would be taking a look at very closely when it comes to franchise cricket, because we told you that this tournament is also a scouting mission for the T10 League.
Definitely. Off
Nice.
the mark with a single, Hazrat Luqman. And that final delivery, Amir Hamza will be up against Khalid Shah, who's batting on 72. He's just now is the time when if he hits few more sixes or 4 boundaries, it will take towards a decent total.
It still is a decent total, Abid, frankly. With the kind of performance in the first game that I'd seen, I was thinking that, reaching 150 would be a big deal, and that might just be a target that is difficult to chase. They've already gotten to 166, 7 more balls remaining. This is the last ball of the penultimate over. Here we go. Amir Hamza, Khalid Shah hitting it down the ground powerfully. Long on would come into play, and only a single again from Khalid Shah. That's not good running, but possibly he wanted to retain the strike, and he has 167 for 6 after 19.
167, 19 overs gone. And Faizan, you said you look those scores are decent. I would agree with you, but then looking at the form, Fayaz Ahmed has just got in, and then Amir Hamza. Both of these batters have batted. One Fayaz Ahmed scored 95, and Amir Hamza unbeaten 92. That tells us on what kind of form these Bangla Tigers are.
Absolutely. Umaid is supposed to be bowling the last over. We'll talk about that right after this delivery. Umaid, first up, first ball of the last over. Drill down the ground. Extra cover would come into play. And no stopping that one. That's nicely dug out by Khalid. Beautifully hit. That's four more. 171 on the board now.
A KPR adding that. Look at that shot. Oh, excellent. Brilliant. Just a punch through the covers, and it just run away. That was a tracer bullet.
Through the extra cover. He's been very good through that region today. Khalid on 77. What a knock. This might just turn out to be a match-winning knock as well for him and his side. 47 balls he's faced. Here comes the bowler Umaid once again, and again through the extra cover. This time finds Babar on the way and doesn't go for a single here. Luqman wouldn't be too happy about that. He was looking forward to actually get the opportunity to hit those big ones as well down the ground. Nonetheless, talking about the two players, one question, Abid.
Aye, aye, Captain.
How many balls does it take to get a man in form out?
Only
Only
one.
one.
Only one, yes. That's true.
So you never know. On a given day, a total of 170 would be difficult to chase.
Oh, look
And
at
look
that.
at that.
Beautiful shot. What a great shot. Played late, late cut. Saw the ball till very last moment. Read the batsman hand and glide it towards the third man for a boundary.
Beautifully done. He tried that earlier as well, but the third man was back at that time. So it was only a single, but now it has yielded 4 runs for Khalid Shah, and the score has reached 175 already. I have been saying 180 might just be a match-winning total here. It would be great to see what happens in this contest, because apart from us, one particular team would be watching it very closely as well. Deccan Gladiators.
Yeah, I don't think so. They have left the ground. They'll definitely will be looking. Oh, this one is a beautiful shot. And straight into the pouch of Fayaz Ahmed. We were talking about this man, about his batting form, but we just forgot about his fielding skills. What a great catch.
Absolutely amazing. One of the catch of the match, I can tell you this. This was hit high. He covered a lot of ground coming in from long off and dived eventually and pouched it safely as well. What a knock coming in from Khalid Shah. He's done his job. 81 of 50 deliveries, 10 fours and 3 sixes, strike rate of 162. It might just turn out to be a match-winning knock for him. We'll have to wait and watch for that. 2 more deliveries remaining in this innings. It's 175 for 7. This is another big hit, and this one finds the gap. Oh, runs coming in thick and fast for Ajman Heroes. And the target has already touched 180 with 1 ball to go. There we go. There's the replay. Low full toss, difficult to hit, but plays it into the gap. No stopping this one from Fayaz, although he was posted on the boundary for that kind of shot. Powerfully hit by Luqman.
I wonder where was these Ajman Heroes until now. Big hit, waited for that slow delivery, picked up the line, deposited for a 4 runs. Hazrat Luqman has got 2 boundaries in last 2 deliveries. This is a massive total of 184 would be the final target.
What a shot. Waited, and then found the gap between 2 fielders. Mid-wicket square leg. Absolutely amazing from Luqman. And that is why he was disappointed when Khalid Shah was not rotating the strike with him. So Bangla Tigers, when they come out to bat, They would need 184 runs to win. Ajman Heroes, I think, have done well, and this might just be a target that might just elude the Bangla Tigers. You never know.
That is the batting card for you. Khalid Shah, top scorer, 81 runs of 50 deliveries. That is a heroic knock. And then Adnan Khan, who started well, he was very aggressive for his 35 of 21 deliveries. And then there was no contribution from the rest. Only Adnan Arif getting into 17, but he played really slow innings there. Conceded 22 deliveries to bring his 17 runs.
Well, extras. That is a slight problem there. 16 of them. We'll take a look at the bowling card, I'm sure, as well. In fact, we'll go into the highlights first. It started really well from Adnan Khan. Some big hits from the big man. That one was beautiful. And there was another one. There we go by Adnan ul Mulk. That was beautiful to watch as well. And this one was down the ground. Another four. Again, Adnan stuck into the bowling. And this is how the first wicket fell. But Adnan had different ideas. And this was one of the shots of the day. Beautifully done, pick up shot. Then down the leg side, a leg by coming in. After that, edges. Khalid Shah started tentatively but carried on with the momentum. This was a big shot coming in from Adnan Khan as well. During that time, it felt as if they might just even get to 200 when Khalid Shah and Adnan were both going. But Captain Babar had different ideas. He came in and picked up Adnan, who was looking in form. Dawood came out, played one good shot, and then got an easy catch to the backward point there. Another one short. Khalid Shah kept on going during this time. Absolutely amazing to see him hit some big ones there.
It was when Khalid Shah took the charge completely. Was toying with the bowlers. There was a misfield in the ground as well. That was switch hit from Adnan Arif. And Khalid Shah was playing well. Was finding the gap, making room. That was a big hit and a catch of match. That was a Faisal Beg's dismissal, soft dismissal. Khalid Shah is all the way scoring runs, and this was the catch of Iftis Shah by Ali Khan. That even this was the shot. I would rank it very high. It was just punch. Look at that, how deep he goes in his crease, and this was the catch. What a brilliant catch it was from Fayaz Ahmed, the big man, and then two back-to-back boundaries to complete the inning of this Ajman Heroes playing against Bangla Tigers. And that is the bowling card for you. Asif Khan, 3 overs, 27. He was a wicket less, being punished as well. Ismail Khan getting a game today. He's picked up a wicket with the economy of 5, but was never introduced again. I was surprised not to see him completing his quota. Umaid Khan bowled well in the death overs. He just leaked few runs, picked up a wicket of his 4 overs with the economy of 11.7. Babar Iqbal picking up 2 crucial wickets. Dawood and Adnan Khan with his 4 overs 35. He's given away. Amir Hamza, top wicket taker, 3 wickets to his name, 4 overs 25 runs. That's great bowling from Amir Hamza. 16 runs coming to your point was little too much on the extras.
All right, so it's gonna be 184. That is the target today for Bangla Tigers. They are not playing with their usual team, so they have given chances to a lot of players who was warming up the bench. Right now, we are gonna go into the break, and we'll be right back with the chase. Stay tuned.
AVR Pay News, Ajman. News. Ajman T20 Cup 20.
Bangla Tigers versus Ajman Heroes. Bangla Tigers need 184 to run to win this match. And mind you, the news from the statisticians is that they need to win the game by 70 or more runs to actually qualify for the semi-finals. The two umpires walk in, and of course, this is a very good score by the Ajman Heroes. They have to get in the semi-finals by winning it by a margin of more than 70 runs. The two umpires walking to the middle. It's going to be a big chase for Bangla Tigers, and they would want to keep the winning ways as well. Fayyaz and Amir Hamza are both in form. There we go. Ajman Heroes coming out to field now, led by their captain Adnanul Mulk Nawab. This is a do-or-die situation for their side. A big huddle there as the umpires are having a little bit of fun on their comms as well, getting the bails ready for the second innings. There comes the openers. One of them played a gem of a knock yesterday itself. 95 runs he scored. That man in the off-color helmet, the green helmet, is Fayyaz. What a knock he played along with Amir Hamza. A partnership of 192 between those two, and a total of 210, equaling the highest total in this tournament. Sagar Kalyan is with him. He's been among the thick of things in this tournament as well. Kept the wickets today and opening the batting now. There we go. Ajman Heroes. Bangla Tigers needing 184. And let me remind you once again, our statisticians told us that they need to win by a margin of 70 runs or more to actually get into the semis here. We will get the numbers really soon. One of the statisticians, very good at math, his parents were really proud of him, is Abdur Rahman Tariq. He's just letting me know. He said, don't worry about it. I'm going to let you know. So he's just checking it out and he'll give us the exact numbers and the exact figures in just a bit as we get ready for the second innings of this game. This is, mind you, the last league game. Tomorrow on, we have the semi-finals and then the final on the 22nd. What a tournament this has turned out to be. From the opening day, when we got together, the commentary team, we have really enjoyed every single game that we have commented upon here at the Malik Cricket Stadium. Ajman Heroes need at least a 68-run victory. At least. So 68 or more runs is what is required for them. That means they need to get this team out cheaply. It's not going to be an easy job. Well, another stat now from Abdur Rahman coming in. It's not 68 or more runs. It's in fact just 68 runs they need to restrict. So Bangla Tigers cannot score more than 68 runs for Ajman Heroes to go into the semi-finals. If they can get them out on 68 or below, they are going into the semi-finals. If not, it's Deccan Gladiators that are going into the semi-finals, and this is going to be very difficult for them.
Well, stretching out there, Hazrat Luqman. So this is final. Are we agreeing on this?
I think so. I believe in Abdur Rahman. And if he's wrong, it's Abdur Rahman Tariq, ABD, Abdur Rahman Tariq Butt, who is to be held responsible.
Well, that will be a big challenge to keep restricting the opponents like Bangla Tigers. This man is straight away off the mark. They'll run two at least. Sagar Kalyan didn't had a good go in the last encounter. Got dismissed on a very second delivery. But just before that, he's been performing well.
Absolutely, he's one of the top 5 run getters in this tournament till now. Nasir, he's changed the complexion of this team since the time he has joined the ranks in Ajman Heroes, and he's bowled really well. Bowls with the new ball, not an easy task.
But then he likes to bowl in this surface, especially. I know him, having a word with him, he's enjoying certainly. The surface pick-up shot on the onside. That would be a definitely four. Well-deserving red carpet.
Absolutely. This was a red carpet shot, no doubt about that. And he hit it towards the red carpet as well. Rocking onto the back foot really quickly. It was turning the other way, mind you. It was not your regular off-spinner. Read the ball really well and hit it. One bounce into the fence. Good start, positive start from Sagar Kalyan.
Sagar is kind of a batsman who just need few deliveries on his bat, so to get his confident. So once he gets that, he's an excellent. And that must be hurting the keeper. Adnan Khan behind the stumps.
Well, that's always very painful coming off the bat. It comes in like a bullet. And if it hits you, it's going to hurt you. Adnan Khan, a big man. Even then, he's limping.
Yeah, he'll still carry on. He's a strong lad. Quick delivery. What a beautiful ball that was from the Dawn.
Absolutely amazing. Oh, turn the other way as well. Very quick through the air. Nicely bowled. Look at that. That is exactly what Sagar is talking about. It went the other way.
Fayaz will keep that position of his opener, which will initially be good for the team Bangla Tigers, because what they are looking for is right hand and left hand combination.
A good first over coming in from Nasir. A couple of very venomous deliveries coming in from him. It's going to be Lukman Luki to bowl the second over. And Sagar Kalyan has started positively. The second over is going to come in from the far end. Lukman getting his stride in, marking his run up. Sagar has scored 7 of the first 6 deliveries. Fayaz hasn't faced a single delivery till now, because it was single on the last ball, so Sagar is going to be on strike for the very first delivery from Lukman Luki, who was hot and cold at the start of the tournament. He played a couple of games and then was dropped, and now is included in the side again. Hazrat Lukman. Well, he's going to come up with the first ball of his first over in this match. Very smooth action and beautifully bowled. Oh! Inviting the batsman to drive and just leaving him at the last moment. Absolutely gorgeous.
Well, that is the beauty about Hazrat Lukman. Smooth action, as you mentioned. And the early wicket, he is the right man who can provide you the breakthrough. They are looking for a wicket. Definitely, Ajman Heroes. They need bulk of wickets to restrict the opponent.
They need to get them out to 68 or below to win this game. Down the leg side will not help the cause. It was a quickish delivery, but way down the leg side. Wide called by the umpire. First extras on board.
It's a challenge within. It's just not that you need to win the game, but you need to restrict the opponents. Just 64 runs, if I'm not wrong. That's a beautiful shining moon.
Some clouds there in front of the moon as well, just a
Yeah.
little bit.
We just hope there'll be no clouds for next 2 days at least.
Absolutely. Two big days in this tournament. And this one is nicely bowled outside the off stump. Quick running between the wickets. No, says Fayaz. Fayaz hasn't faced a single delivery till now. We've seen 8 balls in this innings, and it's 8 on the board as well. So a good start from Ajman Heroes again.
Yeah, just the wicket they'll be looking for. And mind you, to keep quiet these kind of batters, you need to pick up a wicket or two. Nicely bowled. Really swung in the air.
Nicely behind the ball as well, Sagar Kalyan this time around. Getting to the pitch of the ball, getting in line, head in position also, and didn't try to hit it too hard. Just caressed it through the covers.
So finally the wait is over. The big man, Fayaz Ahmed, he's on a strike. Finally, after 9 deliveries, he's going
And
to go.
you can spot him from anywhere in the ground because of that off-color helmet that he has. And Abid was telling me the story about the helmet yesterday as well. That's the Zalmi colors.
That's Lahore Qalandars.
Lahore Qalandars, mind
Yes.
you, sorry.
Yeah.
In comes Lukman once again. Outside the off stump, swinging again. Right behind the ball. Nicely played. That shows that you're in form when you get nicely behind the swinging delivery and push it from the middle of the bat.
Well, that was not the story just before the last game he batted. He was out of the form and not from here. He was carrying that bad form right from Sharjah and anywhere he was playing. He was not scoring runs and his selection was under the radar. And then his captain kept believing in him.
Drive down the ground. There's a field on mid-off. Nasser would come in quickly, but won't stop the single. Another run added to the total. This is a slow but steady start from Bangla Tigers. They don't need to do anything flashy. They are already playing the semi-finals. All they need to do to make sure is they don't get out before that target of 68 runs.
Well, that won't hurt them indeed. It's the Deccan Gladiators will be suffering. They'll be hoping for Team Bangla Tigers to score over 100, over 65, 85, 68.
In the meanwhile, another swinging delivery. This time playing on the back foot. A strange idea, I believe, but what a good over coming in from Lukman. He swung the ball very sharply and bowled it in the right areas as well. Over number 2 on, it's 10 without loss. Two overs gone, 10 without loss, chasing 184. This is a good start from the Ajman Heroes' bowlers. Nasir would continue into his second over. Lukman Luki started really well as well. Hazrat Kuman gave away just 3 runs, 2 off the bat, 1 off wide in his first over. And Sagar Kalyan started very positively on that first ball, but after that has been quiet ever since. This is some good bowling performance as well. Fayaz is going to be on strike. He has taken off his helmet as he gets ready to face Nasir. Nicely played outside the off stump with soft hands and a single on the cards. Another run added to the total. It's 11 without loss after 2.1. So yeah, once again talking about the permutation combinations here. The Deccan Gladiators, they are not out of the game as of now, thanks to their positive net run rate. Even if Ajman Heroes win this game, they have to win it handsomely. They have to get this team out below 68 runs to actually go into the semis, which is a very difficult thing. Lukman with some football skills there, saving that one from going to the boundary. So 68 runs is the target, and Deccan Gladiators would have their hearts in their mouth as well as of now. Because if they have to play in the finals, Ajman Heroes just cannot do the same.
Looking at the initial 2 overs of this game, they wouldn't be under pressure a lot. Deccan Gladiators. But it's all about couple of good deliveries. This is big shout. This was an armor drifting down the leg side. And height, says the umpire.
It was certainly drifting down. 12 without loss, 2.3 overs gone. Fayaz, 95 very quick runs in that last game from him and hit all around the park. Can he do that today as well? He's looking in a different mood today somehow. Letting the ball come to him, playing it late, just looking for those singles today.
That's how he started his last game that he scored 95 runs, no doubt. He got out, beg your pardon. But he scored 95 runs. That's how he started when Sagar Kalyan was dismissed on a very second delivery on duck. And then what we saw is the history. He scored 95 runs, the top scorer of this tournament so far. Oh, chipped it in the air. Lucky slightly away from the bowler and rightly sent him back via Ahmed. There was no runs.
Still complaining, Sagar Kalyan to Fayaz Ahmed. He was looking for the big shot, just checked it at the last minute, wanted to go for the single. Not a great idea because it was timed nicely. It was going fast to the mid-off fielder. So very quiet start this from Bangla Tigers. After the fireworks last night, I was hoping that they would start in a similar fashion.
Indeed. But it's all about the pressure they are in. Well, they are looking for a wicket. A wicket of Sagar Kalyan would ease the nerves a bit of Ajman Heroes.
Here we go, Nasir once again. Very important cog of this Ajman Heroes lineup. This is beautifully played, lofted up in the air, couple of bounces into the fence. 4. Nasir doesn't like it.
Yeah, the ball didn't turn much, and it was too full. Easy picking for Sagar. If you give him, in fact, you feed him there, he'll keep scoring. 3 overs gone, 17 for none.
Lukman started really well in the first over. He's going to continue here from the far end. 17 without loss after 3. Fayaz on 3 of 5. Sagar on 13 of 13. Sagar has shown intent. Hasn't got all that many runs. As in comes Lukman, reminding me of those bowlers from the 80s with long hair, wearing a bandana to keep their hair from coming down on their faces. I've always loved the bandana. When I used to play as a kid, I would have that bandana on. Otherwise, I mean, I didn't have very long hair, but I would still put the bandana on because I love that fashion. And if you go to my Instagram, you'll see a lot of bandana wearing photos even now.
So yes, we're talking about the bandana. Nicely bowled. I remember, if I'm not wrong, Balaji used to wear as well.
Yes, yes, Balaji used to wear it. A lot of players in the 80s used to do that. Dennis Lilly is one player who would always have a bandana on. Jeff Thompson, another one, well done.
What a great bowler he used to be.
I think even Imran Khan during the start of his career used to have a bandana on. He later on stopped wearing it.
I don't remember, but I'm not that old, by the way.
Well, maybe just wishful thinking. Maybe I just wanted Imran Khan to wear a bandana. You never know.
Not sure about Imran Khan though. That's the down the leg side from this man wearing bandana. Is Hazrat Luqman. Down the leg side. That is from Hazrat Luqman.
Well, we have had a long discussion about the bandana, but certainly there was a technical glitch there. The reason for you not hearing clearly what Abid was saying.
Yeah, we're talking about bandana, and we were talking about Imran Khan as well. He was,
I don't know. It might just be wishful thinking. Maybe in my head, I think that, oh, Imran Khan used to wear a bandana. I don't know. I haven't seen Imran play. In fact, I was telling you possibly 1992 World Cup was the first time that I watched cricket properly with my father.
yeah, I don't remember 1992 World Cup, by the way.
Were you born by then?
Yeah, I was maybe two, maybe three.
Thank you for making me feel old. This was nicely bowled. Some shape in the air going towards the slips. So a good idea to actually keep a slip there. It's a widest slip. It's a second slip that has been placed for Lukman, and he has bowled really well today. In his 9 deliveries, he's given away just 5 runs, and in fact, just 3 off the bat. 2 of them have been wides. It's 19 without loss after 3.3 overs. In fact, my mother was a bigger fan of cricket than my father.
Wow, that's great.
And we had a photo of Imran Khan in my parents' bedroom. My father never liked it.
I tell you, there was such fan following for great Imran Khan and Kapil Dev. They both had a good
Even
combination.
even Ian Botham, these were the three all-rounders at the same time in tandem, and the fight was who is the best of the lot in the world. And they all three were on top at one point or the other.
There you go. Scorers are busy there, and certainly these two batters are keeping them busy. That was Hazrat Lukman. He's bowling that going away delivery, and this time gets the inside edge. It's the result what it matters. 4 runs for Sagar Kalyan.
The safest shot in cricket. You hit it there, you don't have to run. It will reach the fence in a jiffy. Lucky four coming in for Sagar Kalyan. He had no idea where the ball was going, and I think he was saying to Fayyaz that the ball had kept a little bit low than he was expecting. Maybe that is the case also. Although the bounce has been very consistent on this wicket throughout the day. It's 23 without loss. That is the most important part. Without loss, Bangla Tigers haven't lost a wicket yet. Fourth over. This was going to be the last delivery of the fourth over. A good fight coming in from Ajman Heroes in this game. With the bat first and now with the ball as well. Nicely played once again. Shape again in the air for the bowler Lukman. And played it with soft hands through backward point. A fielder there. A dot ball to end the over. 4 gone. It's 23 without loss. It's 4 overs gone, 23 without loss. The openers still out there. Sagar Kalyan has taken a lot of deliveries to get going. And we've seen that time and again, isn't it? The openers have taken some time getting into the groove. Usually, we saw Shakur do that yesterday as well. Took 24 balls for his 23 runs. Sagar Kalyan has scored 17 of 17. He's a dasher of a batter though. Only 2 extras. Those 2 wides from Hazrat Luqman. There's a change in bowling. Nasir is being taken off the attack. And it's going to be Adnan Arif, is it? Coming into bowl here. I'll tell you exactly who it is. As Fayaz takes strike. A left arm spinner. Flighting the delivery. Keshav it is. Good bowler. He's picked up some wickets for Ajman Heroes. And the complexion of Ajman Heroes has changed since the time Keshav has come in, Nasir has come in. They've taken control of the game. Outside the off stump, slower through the air, cut away, but straight to the fielder once again. Fayaz not finding the gaps. He has taken 9 deliveries now for his 4 runs. So no pressure on Bangla Tigers. Even if they don't win it, they are in the semis. They are going to play tomorrow. This one is flighted. Played down the ground. Easy peasy. Only a single there. Towards long on. It's 24 without loss after 4.2. For Sagar, he's going to be on strike now.
Well, Keshav is amongst the wickets earlier. He's picked up 4 wickets the first game he played, and then he picked up, I think, a couple of more wickets, 3 wickets maybe. So he's having bulk of wickets in his kitty.
And this is just his 3rd game, I believe. Again, flighting. This is a no ball. Oh, a spinner overstepping. That's very
rare.
poor.
That's very rare. Haven't bowled a single no ball, front foot no ball in my entire career. And Abdul Rahman being a leg spinner also, he even didn't bowl.
That's a free hit though. And this is going to be easy pickings here for the batter. And I think it is Fayaz Ahmed. We might just see a big shot coming in from him on that free hit ball. No, it's Sagar Kalyan on strike. Making room, driving it through the extra cover. Couldn't find the gap. Well, this wicket looked very, very different when the Ajman Heroes were batting. All through the day, this wicket has misbehaved when it comes to the batsmanship. But now, when Ajman Heroes were batting, it was looking like a batting paradise. And again, wide called by the umpire. Had this been taken cleanly, it was curtains for Sagar. Missed stumping opportunity for Adnan Khan there. Nonetheless, 26 without loss, 4.4 overs gone. Very slow, sluggish start from the Bangla Tigers. They haven't lost a wicket. So that's strange. Only for those 20 overs that Ajman Heroes were batting, the wicket was behaving. And now it's misbehaving again. And that's a very poor delivery. That was way over waist height, I believe. And it was a dropped chance as well. So poor cricket all around. Poor ball, poor shot, poor fielding. That's not done.
That's very poor deliveries on the onside. The earlier when he saw the batsman he was trying to come down the ground, he bowled it wide because it was just so the batsman stepping out, advancing. That was smart bowling by Keshav. Despite bowling poor,
I wish you could see what's happening in the com box right now. Currently, some fun going on. Yeah, because the game is going really slow. And I hope we get to see something. Can you remove the bottles there from... I think the production team is going to hear this. And what is wrong with Keshav? I don't know what is wrong with Keshav. That was a spectra wide there from Keshav. And a no ball given by the umpire again. So this is going to be a second free hit of this over. This is not good. How many times will you overstep? Was it for overstepping? Or was it because it came out of the hand where he did not intend, outside the pitch actually?
that was line no ball. Yeah, that's probably because the ball has pitched outside the line, outside the pitch. Mudassir.
It's troubling Avid Ibrahim. And again, wide call. So the free hit stays. The next ball is going to be a free hit once again. I don't know. What happened to Keshav? He's been bowling so well. He hasn't given away a lot of runs, but there have been a lot of stray deliveries in this over. Look at this over. One no ball, one wide. Then one no ball and a wide again. Down the leg side, wide, and this would be more runs. This would reach the fence. Does it? It does finally, and it's 5 wides, and it's still going to be a free hit delivery.
Well, the drama still remains. 11 runs of 5 deliveries. Now this over looks bad when he was bowling too many wide deliveries and extras. That was still okay when he was just given 6 runs.
Mudassir Ali, you're troubling him now.
Yeah, he
Some
was.
fun in the com box. The production team is not ready to show us though. Different story altogether. I removed all the bottles from the front, if you can see. That was a message for the production team. And another no ball. This one is hit high. Out of the park, is it? Yes, it is.
Well, another no ball. The problem still continues with Keshav Sharma. That was a big hit, easy picking. You can't be just bowling there. And now the Jazz look too early to his. Yeah, it was not just the height no ball, but the bowler have overstepped it as well.
Well, surprisingly, it was just 23 before this over started. And we've had, this is the fifth free hit in the over. Because there were wides when there was free hits. This is the 5th time he's going to be bowling a free hit delivery.
He's already given 18 in this over.
Wow. That's not done. And finally, this one is played high up in the air. This cannot be out because it is a free hit. And it's dropped. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nothing happening in this over for Ajman Heroes. Comedy of errors here. And to bring in some comedy to the mics is going to be Abdur Rahman Tariq. And
Mudassir, please take the mic from me. You were begging for.
Mudassir Ali is going to join him as well. And Abid, I am sure, is now going to have some fun with Mudassir here. So stay tuned for that.
Well, thank you, Fazan and Abid. We usually have 5 overs between us. They had to do 7 because that last over from Keshav was 12 deliveries, if not more. Very poor from Keshav. He's been amongst the wickets, one of the highest wicket takers of the tournament. But that 20 run over has killed any chances the Ajman Heroes had for making the semi-finals. They had to keep them down to 68 or less. And Mudassir, last over of the power play, and now all of a sudden, this is a good power play from the Bangla Tigers. 44 for no loss.
He was struggling. Keshav. Lukman continues from far end. This time on the off jump. A big wide, I think. Yes, it has been given wide. It wasn't an easy take for the wicket keeper, Adnan Khan.
Well, there has been some dew now on the ground. For the past few days, it's been nice and dry. But today, it's humid. The wind has stopped. And there seems to be quite difficulty for the bowlers to grip the ball. Keshav Sharma struggling with his grip, and now Lukman as well. Just not able to get that release right. Is it off the pads? No, it's not. Down the leg side. Another wide.
If he was struggling because of dew, he needs to carry a towel. He completely forgot his line and length also. Keshav.
Well, yeah. Again, even Hazrat Lukman is struggling. Adnan Khan behind the stumps. He'll be getting very tired very quickly. Khalid Shah, he's got his head down, played a beautiful knock. Just a total not enough for the Ajman Heroes. 68 is what they need to keep the Bangla Tigers under. Just 21 runs away, the Bangla Tigers, from knocking out Ajman Heroes.
So far, the highest team score for Ajman Heroes in this tournament, courtesy to Khalid Shah's brilliant batting. They need to pick up a wicket here. This time, played towards the third man, Seth Ibtisam, fielder over there.
Well, the Ajman Heroes do have themselves to blame. Played two very poor games. The match against the Maratha Arabians, where they conceded 211 runs. Maratha Arabians batting first, just didn't stop scoring. That was a big margin of defeat. And then again against the Delhi Bulls, just didn't show up, the Ajman Heroes. Beat the Northern Warriors. And now we're looking to win this game to qualify for the semi-finals, but that net run rate, negative 1.17. And the Deccan Gladiators, well, they won today's game, defended 104, and because of that, stayed positive in their net run rate.
If they can chase this target before 15 overs, they can top the table.
Clearly, that's the more likely result at the moment. Very good delivery by Hazrat Luqman. The Bangla Tigers, well, if I'm in that think tank at the moment, I would be asking the batsman to go for it. Try to get to this total in 15 overs. See if you can get that top spot. Because you don't want to be facing the Delhi Bulls in the semi-finals. I'd prefer to play against the Deccan Gladiators at least.
Nothing to lose for Bangla Tigers. This time a wayward length continues. Luqman clearly struggling with his line and length. This time the leg side given wide. 4 overs, they were 26.
Well, if they keep continuing this, the Ajman Heroes, I think the total will be chased down in 10 overs. 20 runs already conceded by Keshav. This over, only 4 legal deliveries so far. I'll make that 5. 5 legal deliveries, 4 of them have been dot balls, but still, this over an expensive one.
This time he middled it properly. Could not find the gap. Fayaz Ahmed. Saga batting on 27. Fayaz Ahmed a bit slow the way he played last night. He's taking his time.
We have Sagar out, second delivery. Looking to bat out the overs. Fayaz struggling just a little bit. You wouldn't have said that after you saw his knock yesterday. 49 for no loss at the end of the power play. Those are broadcasting and streaming partners for the AVR Pay News. Ajman T20 powered by SkyExchange.net. Cine Blitz IMHD TV in the UAE. Total Sports Afghanistan, Iran, Georgia and Pakistan. Free Sports UK and Ireland. T Sports in Bangladesh. Willow TV USA and Canada. The Fan Code app in India. And CricTracker if you're watching in India and online YouTube. This is a TPT and Live 360 production for the Ajman Cricket Council. And again, a big thank you to our sponsors, Khaleej Times, CricTracker, Radio Gilly 106.5 FM, and of course, AVR Pay News and SkyExchange.net. This is the last round game of this festival of cricket here in Ajman. Faisal Beg now coming into bowl. Tomorrow we will have the two semi-finals. Bangla Tigers, Maratha Arabians and Delhi Bulls have made it. And Ajman Heroes are 18 runs away from getting knocked out. 50 opening run partnership between Fayaz and Sagar Kalyan.
Faisal Beg into his first over. This time played towards the fine leg, the ball racing towards the boundary. Janzeb behind the ball and a couple of runs to the name of Fayaz Ahmed. Talking about the broadcasters, I still remember in my childhood there were only a couple of broadcasters, especially we used to watch the World Cup matches on ESPN channel. Now these players are lucky. This match is going throughout the world thanks to our streaming partners. They are doing a wonderful job.
Well, absolutely. And a big thank you to the Ajman Cricket Council as well for arranging this tournament here at the Malik Cricket Stadium. AVR Pay News, SkyExchange.net, the title sponsors, giving us the opportunity to be broadcast worldwide, as Mudassir was mentioning. Literally every corner of the globe, you can tune in to one of the streaming partners and watch the game. Khalid Shah, just a bit of a niggle, asking the umpire if he could just go out for a quick spray. The umpire tells him, just wait for two more deliveries. Fair enough.
It won't be safe for him to use the spray. It reminds me of Yunus Khan.
Oh, Mudassir Ali, behave, Mudassir Ali. Faisal Beg, steady over so far, 6 runs off it. Fayaz Ahmed, moving along slowly but surely.
Abdurrahman, I think this tournament has completely changed the face of Ajman cricket. A big thanks to Mr. Shajul Mulk and Mr. Saifullah. We have played a lot of matches in this region, but this time they came up with Ajman T20 Cup, which is presented by AVR Pay News and SkyExchange.net. After 7, it's 55 for no loss.
Well, Mudassir, I couldn't have summed it up any better myself. And if you want to have an idea of how much cricket is happening in Ajman, just look at that shot right there. All those floodlights behind this ground are cricket grounds, and there are matches going on. As Mudassir was saying, both him and I have played a lot of cricket in this side of the UAE. This is the first time we're watching a domestic tournament in Ajman being telecast live all around the world. So as he said, big thank you to the sponsors, to Mr. Shajul Mulk, the patron of this tournament, and obviously, as everyone knows, the godfather of the T10 format here in the UAE. The Abu Dhabi T10 now a big fixture in franchise cricket all around the world. And this tournament is going to be a scouting mission for some of the UAE players to make it into those teams. I know you're very proud of one UAE player who outperformed quite a few. Mohammad Wasim staking his claim for the Northern Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. Rohan Mustafa for Team Abu Dhabi. At one moment was the UAE player of the tournament. And then in the last one that was just concluded, the Delhi Bulls had Shiraz Ahmed Pia, who was selected as the UAE player of the tournament. So we hope to see somebody like a Sagar Kalyan. And I'll tell you what, if he keeps playing shots like that, definitely the scouts will be having a look at it. What an elegant cover drive going towards the cover point for 4. Look at that. Over the infield. Easy as it is.
It was on the off stump and just opening the face of his bat, Sagar Kalyan. Now he moves into the first position. If we talk about the batsman for this tournament, in splendid form, Sagar Kalyan, Saif Ibtisam with his slow, gentle, medium pace bowling. 9.79 is the required run rate. They need wickets here. Ajman Heroes.
Well, I'm sure the Ajman Heroes will feel a bit deflated at the moment. They are 7 runs away from getting knocked out of this tournament. I'm sure when they came to the ground in the morning after the Deccan Gladiators had been shot out for 104, they thought they were in with a chance. And you were talking about the highest run scorers of the tournament. Fayaz Ahmed is moving up the ladder as well. Monster hit over mid wicket for 6.
It was on the off stump, but he has adjusted very well. Fayaz Ahmed. And the ball going all the way over the mid wicket region for a maximum. Last night also we have seen he has took some time. Then it was a one-man show. Fayaz Ahmed. He's changing his gears here. This time played towards the offside. Down the ground. Fielder Luqman Lukki over there. A bit expensive over from Saif Ibtisam.
Yeah, very expensive over. And there you have it. The Ajman Heroes have been knocked out of the AVR Pay News Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. The Deccan Gladiators have been confirmed as the 4th team to qualify for the semi-finals. Just there you can see the body language. I think the news has seeped in. 68 for no loss at the end of 8 overs. Well, 116 runs needed in 72 deliveries. The news is that Ajman Heroes have been knocked out. They needed to restrict this Bangla Tiger side to 68 or less. And with that single, it's the Deccan Gladiators who've been confirmed at number 4. We just have to see now if the Bangla Tigers are going to make an effort to go number 1. 115 runs in 7 overs will take them to number 1. Mudassir.
Which looks quite impossible from here. It's a block hole. Good piece of fielding there by Faisal Beg on his own bowling. After a couple of matches, they have changed the batting order and it looks very solid. Bangla Tigers started with Fayaz Ahmed and Sagar Kalyan. This time played on the back foot towards the long on region for an easy single. This is the last league match of this tournament. We have seen couple of thrillers. It all started with the match between Northern Warriors and Deccan Gladiators. They have defended 19 runs, Northern Warriors, to register their first win of the tournament. Maratha Arabians won couple of close matches, courtesy to Umar Farooq's brilliant all-round show.
Well, the Bangla Tigers, as you mentioned, lost their first game as well. Then came back strongly. So did the Maratha Arabians. Delhi Bulls on the other side. Well, they won their first three games, and then have lost two on the trot. This is a small tournament. Momentum plays a key role, and that's why the Bangla Tigers are looking to play out as much as they can. Oh, it's Keshav. He's having a torrid day in the field. First with the ball, and now he's dropped a sitter.
What a day he's having. He can't bowl, he can't field. Put him on the fine leg.
Well, he was backtracking for some reason. He was a good 10 yards in from the boundary, and that is that boundary which the batsman target from the far end. Fayaz Ahmed now gets into the action. Plays it to Lukman at mid-wicket. So the Ajman Heroes, well, their tough day continues. 73 for no loss, the Bangla Tigers in 9 overs.
One 111 runs required from 66 balls. Ten runs per over from here, almost. Set Ibtisam continues from far end, this time way outside the off stump. Played towards the third man for an easy single. They're going on about 8 runs per over, but the struggle for Ajman Heroes is they're unable to get the first breakthrough.
Sagar Kalyan on 36, Fayaz on 21. Some individual performances up for grab as well here. As you were saying, looking to get into the top run scoring chart. Fayaz, Sagar Kalyan trying to break into that top 2. Just a one rare failure for Sagar. That last game he was out second delivery. And in hindsight, I'm sure the Delhi Bulls must be thinking, if only would have kept him there. That monster partnership between Amir Hamza and Fayaz Ahmed. And it came in quick time as well, 190 odd in 17 overs. Oh, what a hit. What a hit from Sagar Kalyan. We are very lucky. We are high up here at the square leg boundary, because he was aiming for us here in the com box.
Look at this. Going down on his knees and played over the fine leg region for a maximum. Sagar Kalyan. It's good to see the likes of Sagar Kalyan, Jiju, Afzal to be among the top batters in this tournament. For past couple of tournaments, it was Mohammad Wasim, Asif Khan, Usman Khan. Usman Khan was a bit out of form in this tournament. Sagar Kalyan, the new face in UAE. He has scored lots of runs in D50, playing for Bangla Tigers. 80 for no loss. Fayaz and Saga still going strong.
Well, Sagar Kalyan, as you mentioned, Hamid Khan of the Deccan Gladiators as well. Some new faces coming up, especially from the batting side. We've seen a different aspect of Adil Malik's game. Usually relied very heavily with his bowling, but this time he stepped up with the bat. And again, that flamingo shot from Sagar. And very good running between the wickets. Brilliant between the two of them. It was Faisal Beg at square leg who's done really well. Faisal Beg swooping in, picking up the ball and throwing it. Sagar Kalyan very quick, taking off for that second. Oh, he's beaten him. Ibtisam Seth. Well, in between all those boundaries, he bowls an unplayable delivery. Well, at the halfway mark, there'll be a quick change in the com box. Be Faizan Khan and Abid Ibrahim joining you.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman and Mudassir, to keep our viewers entertained. Joining me is now Faizan Khan. Faizan, your takes on the game.
Well, I was expecting a very interesting game of cricket, but this is going one way and one way only. This is going Bengal Tigers' way. Without the loss of a wicket, I'm afraid there's nothing much than the Ajman Heroes can do, and they're already out of contention. We told you 68 runs or below is what they needed to win this game to get the opposition out. So they are out of reckoning for the semi-finals, which are happening tomorrow, and Deccan Gladiators are in to play those semi-finals at the number 4 slot. It's 83 without loss after 10.3 overs. Fayaz has taken a lot of balls to get going. 22 of 28 deliveries. Sagar on 44 of 38. But still, the run rate is 8.3. Around 8, let's call it that. Because of some poor bowling performance coming in from the Ajman Heroes. Faisal Beg coming in to bowl this next one. Always reminds me of Arshad Khan, that stutter on the crease while bowling that delivery. There we are. The salmon and the blue.
I'm glad you called it blue. This one up and over the bowler head. And Daud coming in to field that one.
Anyone would call it blue. It is blue.
You're talking about my coat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
What else were you thinking?
Why is
You don't
Fayaz
need to
looking-
answer that though.
No. I was talking about this man on your screen, not about myself. I'm done for the day. With you guys. Lots of comments about my jacket.
We love it. That's why.
Yeah. And the food that comes here is very delicious. And I have taken enough for that.
I can see that you're hungry already. Talking about food again. And that stutter once again. This one is nicely played straight to the fielder though. On backward point, no runs. Good over coming in from Faisal. Only 2 from it. He has given away 13 runs in his 3, and it's 84 without loss after 11.
11 overs up, 84. Only 100 more needed. I said only because Fayaz Ahmed and Sagar Kalyan both are batting down there. And you know that Fayaz Ahmed can shift the momentum any moment. And that's what he does. He plays the first half of the game very, very elegant. And then he goes and all guns blazing.
Sam said, wrapping him onto the pads. This has to be given out, is it? Not given out by the umpire and leg by called as well. That was mighty close.
Surprise. A replay will tell us a better story. Maybe missing down the leg side. Not sure. There you go.
Oh, missing leg stump. Good call from the umpire there.
Yeah,
He was swinging way too much down the leg side.
yeah. That bowler's reaction says it that he kept his eyes locked on the ball. Seam up. Oh, that goes up in the air. Who wants it? It is Adnan Khan takes the catch. That's a soft dismissal. A big man, Fayaz Ahmed, is walking out. That is not what everybody expected from him. Just 22 runs.
Look at that. Going across the line, trying to heave it. Top edge is all he could muster. And an easy take for Adnan Khan. And eventually someone takes a catch there for Ajman Heroes. They've dropped a couple already. It's 85 for 1. The first wicket out now. Fayaz Ahmed walking back on 22 of 30 deliveries. .2 gone, 85 for 1. The target is 184, 99 more required to win this game. It is getting away from Bangla Tigers. They took a lot of balls to get going. They got opportunities, they got chances, they got a lot of free hits also, but just couldn't capitalize in terms of run scoring. They kept wickets in hand. That might just help them towards the later half of the innings. But I think they'll have to play out of their skins to get to 184 from here on in. It's just 8.4 overs remaining in this game.
Yeah, pretty much a close contest I can see from here. Amir Hamza joins Sagar Kalyan in the middle. A lot for him. He's done a fabulous job. 92 unbeaten in the last game he played. A lot of hopes will be from his bat. The team Bangla Tiger would be eyeing on him.
And he also picked up 3 wickets today as well. So one of the contenders, if he scores some runs and his team wins, then he's one of the contenders certainly for the man of the match again. Last night he was the man of the match. This one is outside the off stump, trying to go down the ground. Big heave, swing and a miss. And another good ball coming in from Ibtisam. He's bowled well. 2.3 overs, 23 runs. 2.4 overs, in fact, with that ball, and picked up the only wicket that has fallen in this innings, that of Fayaz Ahmed.
Well, I was surprised to see Fayaz has miscued that shot because he's so earlier that ball hitting the batter. Oh, this one is swung hard outside the ground. 6 runs. Fielder can only watch it from underneath it.
So the intent coming in now for the Bangla Tigers as Amir Hamza walks out, but this was Sagar Kalyan who hit it up and over mid-wicket. No chance for Lukman there to even put a hand to it. It's a big 6 and this was required. It's 92 for 1 now, the score after 11.5. Sagar Kalyan on 45 or 42. And again, down the ground, this one is up in the air. It's going straight to hand and dropped again. And also what he has done is he has spilled it over the boundary ropes. It's been given 4 by the umpire there. Not done.
Well, that's a poor fielding. That's poor fielding. It's given 4, I reckon. And the previous one was a maximum. And, well, it's Keshav again dropping another chance. It's just that day in the field when you just keep dropping those chances. Just were easy one, this one, and the previous one was even easier. To should have been taking both these chances. Well, Sagar Kalyan would certainly love it. The opportunity he got. He's living dangerously.
Another spill from Keshav. He's having a horrid night today. This is not done. Keshav was the man of the match in the very first game that he played. This time it's Hamza. Driven back to the bowler Faisal. Bowling his last over. He's been beautiful, in control today. Faisal Beg has bowled really well. And I find that stutter really interesting for the bowler. What does it do? Why do they stutter on the popping crease? Look at that. I've never got my head around it, Abid, that why do they stutter on the bowling crease? Ravichandran Ashwin also does that sometimes.
Yeah, maybe just to distract the batter. Maybe.
Possibly. That is the only reason why, because when you stutter and you bowl that delivery, I don't see any other reason than maybe distracting the batter there. Or maybe just trying to take a look where the batter is making his initial movement to. Down the leg side, this one is wrapped on the pads. It's going towards the boundary. The fielder from fine leg would come in and stop it. A couple of runs added to the total, and it's got to be 2 leg buys.
Yeah. He's targeting the pads, keeping the batter quiet.
And it's been given off the bat by the umpire there. So 2 runs added to Sagar Kalyan's score.
Now it was hunted up, and that has been given. Found the outside edge of Sagar Kalyan, scoring 56. Crucial 56 for his team, but just could not take the team over the rope. Look at that. 59 he scored, and Faisal Beg is delighted with this wicket, and the captain Nawab will be relieved to see the back of Sagar Kalyan.
59 of 46 deliveries, 4 fours, 4 sixes, a strike rate of 129, and it's wicket number 2 that has gone down for the Bangla Tigers. All right, back live as a single comes in on this next delivery. Faisal Beg has bowled really well. This is his last over, mind you, and he has picked up a wicket also now.
Yeah, wicket to his name. Amir Hamza is driven this towards the offside, where Hazrat Lukman done a sweep job there, cleaning up, cuts it down from the boundary line. 2 runs will be added. So 104 runs after 12 for the loss of 2 wickets.
7 overs left. He has 2. Keshav has 3. कितनी है? Shabash, shabash. Last 7, boys. Last 7. Shabash.
It's Nasir Aziz
1.
who's coming back into the attack. It's now or never for Ajman Heroes to win this game. They need to bowl in some attacking spells.
And they're in control of the game as of now. 11.4 runs per over required. A couple of wickets here and there can get this game in their kitty. One problem that I saw with the Bengal Tigers is they didn't lose wickets till the 11th over, but the problem was they were scoring at a very slow rate. Nasir, this one is driven down the ground by Ali Khan, the Shahid Khan Afridi look-alike. Very powerful. Bats just like him also. The stance absolutely like him.
Yeah, but he just takes little longer than Shahid Afridi to get out.
I thought you were going to say go back to the pavilion. So one and the same thing though. Well, Amir Hamza, this one is driven down the ground into the gap. There's a fielder there on mid-wicket who's going to cut it off from going to the boundary. Only a single there. That brings Ali Khan onto the strike once again. The score is 108 for the loss of 2. A lot of runs required. 11 and a half runs per over. Now the required run rate. Current only at 11. Current only at 8, mind you.
They'll just need to bat out. Make sure the run rate does not climb over 12 runs and over. Then it will be really hard.
It's 109 for 2. And Amir Hamza is going to be on strike. He's on 5. Required run rate slowly but surely creeping up. And Nasir has bowled a decent over. He started poorly in the first and the second over. But since then, he's come back into his second spell and has bowled well. This time, it's a drive. Powerfully driven down the ground. And this is a beautiful 4. Drilled.
Excellent shot. He did straight over the bowler's head. Nasir was on the receiving end. They'll need plenty of these. They'll need a lot of boundaries to cut down that required run rate. Below than 10 they would need.
In comes Nasir again from the far end. Right arm over the wicket to the right-handed Amir Hamza. And this one is a Yorkerland delivery. Ducked out well. And played towards the sweeper cover. Only a single there. Thanks to that single, this over comes to an end. And of course, some quick runs coming in this particular over thanks to that boundary coming in from Amir Hamza.
Well, it seems there'll be change in the bowl because the umpires have called for the new box of bowls. Maybe the bowl losing its shape. It's 13 overs up.
Shaba boy, Shaba ladko.
So this 14th over starting.
No run.
Backward punch towards the long on.
The score is 115 for 2 with that single coming in. Amir Hamza on 11. And it's going to be the powerfully built Ali Khan to take strike on this next delivery.
Well, Pezan, to take you towards the Gulf Cup that is happening between Women's Gulf Cup in Muscat, where our UAE women's have beaten Qatar today.
Catch him.
This one is gone. A wicket straight into the fielder's hand. That's a big wicket. Ali Khan walking out. Easy dismissal. Not in control at all.
This was powerfully cut away. Keshav shot and wide outside the off stump. There to be hit. There was a fielder on point for that shot. And he was certainly on point taking that catch. So wicket number 3 down. They are now falling like a pack of cards here. Ali Khan out for 5. It's 115 for 3.
Shaba boy, Shaba ladko. Last 6, Shaba.
So that was a big wicket going down of Ali Khan. This one going towards the cow corner. Only a single will bring off the marker to Waqas Jatt, who's just joined Amir Hamza in the centre.
Amir Hamza is going to be on strike now. He's looking good. Continuing where he left yesterday. Has picked up 3 wickets as well. If he plays well here and takes his team over the mark, then certainly this is going to be a man of the match effort coming in from him. Down the ground is what he played this one towards long off.
Excellent, Shaba, Keshav, Shaba.
And it's only a single there.
Single
So
good, Shaba boy.
that brings Waqas on strike once again.
Ready, catch ke liye, Shaba.
Runs required really, really fast for them. 117 on the board. 3 wickets down. We are into the 15th over.
Oi.
Just a single ep. So I was talking about the ladies of UAE playing against Qatar today. So where UAE have chased down the score of 76 runs easily, which was set by Qatar. So there is a lot of cricket going on for the women's as well. For the UAE making debut today was Shia Gokhale, Lavenia Kini, Renita Ranjit, Rajat, I beg your pardon. All of these
In the
four.
meanwhile, big shot. There's someone coming underneath. And it's gone beyond him, I believe. So that's another 6 coming in. Nicely played by Amir Hamza this time around.
He gets 6 there. Fielder could not do much. What a big hit that is from the big man, Amir Hamza. That will end the over. Look at the replay. Massive hit. Long way up in the air. And fielder is just an spectator there. He was just stretching his arm.
15 overs gone, 124 for 3. There's going to be a change in the com box. It's going to be Mudassir Ali along with Abdur Rahman Tariq.
Point, idhar. No, him. You stay there. No run. One hai. Well bowled hai.
Thank you, Abid Ibrahim and Faizan Khan. Nasir Aziz continues Amir Hamza getting a move along. 18 of 10 deliveries, 125 on the board. 12 runs in over needed from here for Bangla Tigers to win the game. They will want to end this tournament's round matches with a victory. And if Amir Hamza keeps going like that, the result is going to go into the favor of the Tigers. Alubond USA Tournament 6 number 152. As I welcome Mudassir Ali in the com box. Well, Mudassir, Amir Hamza's bat is doing all the talking at the moment.
Thank you, Abdul Rahman. At last, the game is moving quickly here. It's Amir Hamza on fire. Once again, the helicopter comes.
Keeper, keeper.
Played towards the square leg area. It will be. It's Waqas Jet with Amir Hamza. He's limping out there.
Well, Waqas Jat, unlike this man here, not very fit. Has a bit of an issue with his knee. Very unfortunate. Waqas Jat was the 12th man and got hit in the face
No run, no run.
with that ball when trying to bring water for his batsman. This time playing it to cover, getting a single.
And he became the first man in the history of cricket as a 12th man came in and got injured. That too in a break.
Well, the stats keep coming from this man here, Mudassir. Oh, in the slot again. Is it going to be out? Yes, it is. Finally. Can you believe it? Keshav Sharma has held on, has taken the catch. Good to see from Adnan Mulk. Kept him in that long on position. And he's paid back with a catch.
High on confidence last over, which he bowled. He got the wicket of Ali Khan. And this time, a very good catch taken by Keshav. That's the end of dangerous looking Amir Hamza for 25. He faced 13 deliveries with the help of 2 maximum and 1 4. It's 133 for 4 after 15.5 overs.
Well, it was Keshav who got the wicket of Ali Khan first. Good catch taken by Faisal Beg. Loved his celebration. And now takes the catch to dismiss Amir Hamza. Punya Mehra coming into bat now. 51 needed of 25 deliveries at an economy rate of 12 and over. Oh, he stopped him. What a piece of wicket keeping by the big man. You rarely get an applause from the Don, but Nasir Aziz has loved it. Brilliant keeping.
What a piece of glove work. Down on the leg stump. In a flash, he removed those bails. Punya Mehra. It was a wide without facing a delivery going back to the pavilion. And I'll let you know the reason why he was having a laugh. We have seen many times the combination of Nasir Aziz and Abdul Shakur doing the same. And credit goes to Adnan Khan. It was way down the leg. What a beautiful collection.
Well, both of them have played for the Alubond team here in Ajman. If you're thinking that name is familiar, the Alubond USA have sponsored the tournament 6s and 4s. And Mudassir Ali has taken me back all the way to 2013, 2014, when that Alubond side was the top side here in the UAE. Nasir Aziz, Sharif Asadullah, Sultan Ahmed, Abdul Shakur, to name a few of the superstars that played for that side.
Asif Mumtaz.
Well, there you have it. They don't get any bigger than that.
And still they have the legend as their manager. It's Zulfi. Used to be very hard hitter batsman. And talking about that stumping, it's not easy because it was a big man behind the stumps, Adnan Khan. Great piece of glove work.
But yeah, you're always playing Nasir Aziz as an in swinger, and he was ready for it. He's on a hat trick, and he's bowled him. Can you believe it? I think that is a hat trick. I am sure that is a hat trick. He has taken 3 wickets of 3 deliveries. We'll have to confirm this from the umpires because there was a wide, but there was a stumping as well. And right now, I am feeling very ashamed because I'm the son of the senior most umpire in the UAE and I don't know the rules. But Nasir Aziz, the Don, has brought this team back. 134 for 6 Bangla Tigers.
One of the best off spinners who has played for UAE World Cup team in 2015. It's Nasir Aziz who got the first hat trick of the tournament. What a brilliant over it was. First he got the big wicket of Mir Hamza. Next it was the combination of bowler and the great piece of work behind the stump by Adnan Khan, which got the wicket of Punya Mehra. This time Ismail Khan has no answer. The straighter one from Nasir Aziz. Clean bowled. What an over. 4 overs, 34 runs and 3 wickets to his name. In deep, deep trouble. They were 134 for 3. Now the for 132 for 3. Now the scorecard shows 134 for 6 in just a span of 3 deliveries.
Keshav Sharma is coming into bowl now. Aiming at those pads. Big appeal not given by the umpire. It's all happening here at this AVR Pay News Ajman T20 Cup powered by SkyExchange.net. We are checking with the match referee if that is officially a hat trick. Mudassir is nodding his head here. I'm just hoping my dad doesn't call me now and tell me he's very ashamed of me. Just want to make sure that it was a hat trick. What a piece of bowling by Nasir Aziz. First the catch taken by Keshav Sharma of Amir Hamza. Then a stumping of a wide of Punya Mehra. And then finally he's bowled Ismail. Neck and crop. Oh, he's missed it. Adnan Khan has missed a stumping.
He's known to take the tough chances, Adnan Khan. It was an easy one. He's completely missed this one.
Well,
This time on the back foot, Asif, the ball racing towards the fence for a boundary.
Well, he was in a hurry to take those stumps off, and that is why he's missed on that stumping. Adnan Khan, such a brilliant piece of glove work just 3 deliveries ago. This time, missing a slightly straightforward chance. And Asif Hayat has started with the boundary. 45 of 20 deliveries. All of a sudden, this game has come back to life.
One.
Both the teams were in cruise control till that 15th over. I think they were just waiting for you and I to come in the comm box. As soon as we have come in, the action has taken off.
Nasir Aziz has answered the critics. This time trying to go big. Waqas Jat not at all in control. A better over comes to an end. 3 overs 35 for 1 wicket Keshav, and the score shows 140 for the loss of 6 wickets after 17 overs.
Well, that is a scorecard that tells 2 different stories. Up top, it was Sagar Kalyan, Fayyaz Ahmed, and Amir Hamza. 59 for Sagar Kalyan, a couple of 20s for Fayyaz and Amir Hamza, and then after that, 54005. That would be a very expensive number if you wanted to buy it from Do.
They started off well. There was a partnership between Fayyaz and Sagar Kalyan, and Mir Hamza contributed well. Then, as Abdurrahman said, it looks like a telephone number 5400.
Interesting bowling change now. Azul Lukman. Luki has been given the ball. He's bowling his last over. And I tell you what, Mudassir, I like this move here. Hazrat Lukman and Asif Hayat have been teammates for a very long time. Played club cricket together for Gulf International, if I'm not mistaken.
They used to play many corporate tournaments together. After long, we are seeing them. This time, trying to play over the fine leg, completely missed this.
A good, good idea, but just the wrong execution. And in fact, Vakas Jatt on the other end is part of the same team.
Production team is very busy having their dinner.
Well, other than one person in the production team, a certain guy named, I'm not going to say it on air, we'll talk about him later. But other than one guy, everybody's very busy, Mudassir, I can promise you that. So is the umpire, giving it wide, outstretched arms. .43 needed off 16. Asif Hayat plays it to cover. Could be a run out. It was a run out. Hazrat Lukman will be very disappointed. Vakas Jatt had given up. He was waiting for the ball to crash into the stumps, but not the case. He survives and takes strike.
It looks like he went for a morning jog. Vakas Jatt. This time in the block hole, struggling here. Vakas Jatt. Good piece of bowling by Lukman Luki. At last, he found what he was looking for in the comp box. Abid Ibrahim. This
It's in the
time,
air. Oh! Mudassir Ali, they've dropped another one. Ajman Heroes just don't want to take their catches. Vakas Jatt, again, very lucky.
it was a half chance. Abdurrahman. Faisal Beg, a good attempt. I hope you agree with me on this, because in the replay we can see he covered a lot of ground.
Oh, it's in the air this time. Over the cover fielders for a maximum. That is the power of Vakas Jatt. What a way to finish the 18th over. This game is still on for the Bangla Tigers. 150 comes up. 150 for 6 in the 18 overs. 34 runs needed in the last two.
We have seen him somewhere. To listeners, this is Faizan Khan, our co-commentator, a handsome-looking Faizan Khan.
Well, RJ Faizan Khan, bande ka naam Faizan is his term. Keshav Sharma again bowling a wide down the leg side. Some good overs, some really average overs from him. .33 runs now needed in 2 overs.
No run.
This time played straight towards the long on for an easy single. They need to get at least 15 odd runs in this over. Waqas Jatt on strike, who has got the maximum the last over.
Well, hit very hard straight, but Dawood Ijaz has done really well. Poor running between the wickets. Just a single. Dawood Ijaz covering a lot of ground to get to that ball and then releasing it quickly. So far, so good for Keshav. Just the 3 runs coming off the first 2 deliveries. Another full Yorker length delivery. Just a single. This is good bowling.
They need couple of big hits. Waqas Jatt needs to clear the boundary. We know he can hit some big hits. This time full toss, play towards the mid wicket. Say Ibtisam the fielder. They settle down to just a single.
Well, I was wondering who I'm missing in this Ajman Hero side. It's Amjad Gul not playing today. The hard-hitting right-hander. And talking about hard-hitting right-handers, it's Asif Hayat who's dispatched a full toss over mid-wicket for 6. And he's keeping the game alive. 23 runs needed now of 7 deliveries.
What a hit. Coming down the track. Lofting over long on for a maximum. Asif Hayat. 23 runs required of just 7 balls. 6 here. It would be interesting. This time taking the outside edge, running towards the third man. And he got a boundary. An important boundary from the blade of Asif Hayat.
Well, if this all looks familiar to you, it's because this is the 3rd time now a batting side needs 19 runs in the last over. All 2 times the team chasing failed. Maratha Arabians defended 19 against the Deccan Gladiators. And Maratha Arabians were unable to chase it down as well. 165 for 6. Asif Hayat 18 of 11. Waqas Jatt 14 of 11. Who will be bowling the last over? That is going to be the question now. Oh, Mudassir. We couldn't have scripted it any better ourselves. It's Ibtisam Seth. It's Mudassir Ali and Abdur Rahman in the com box. 2 ex-captains of Ibtisam Seth. And he has to defend 19.
It won't be easy for him. The conditions are a bit dodgy out there because today we can see there's a dew and the batsman on strike is Waqas Jatt. This time on the off stump, wide given by the umpire. 3 big hits away from winning the match for his team, Waqas Jatt.
Well, he was moving across the stumps. That's what Adnan is asking the umpire. But he let it go. I think a fair decision in the end by the umpire, giving it wide. The plan is clear. They're going to keep bowling outside off stump to Waqas Jatt. Don't give him anything in his arc. It's a Yorker length delivery. Has he saved the boundary? No, he's not. He's gotten a 4. This is a good start to the over.
Don't try to bowl full to this batsman. Look at that swing from Waqas Jatt. Good effort by Nasir Aziz. Unable to save the boundary. 14 runs required of 5 balls.
Well, I hope Ibtisam was watching Umar Farooq bowl. There you can see Adnan pointing to him. Go for that Yorker. Same way Umar Farooq bowled against Adil Malik when they defended 19. Fuller delivery this time. Very well bowled. A good comeback. Waqas Jatt trying his luck, leaving that ball, expecting the umpire to give it wide, but not so.
Good battle going on between Waqas Jatt and Seth Ibtisam. Playing his first match, Waqas Jatt. This time goes big towards the mid wicket. No, it was on long on. The maximum. What a hit by this batsman Waqas Jatt. It all comes down to 8 runs in just 3 deliveries.
Well, again, slot ball, slow delivery. It's Nasir Aziz at long on. Never had a chance of getting a hold of that. 8 needed of 3 now. Waqas 24 of 14. What a knock he's playing.
He's limping, but he's putting all his effort to win this match for his team. Waqas Ali Jatt.
Oh, this is a big delivery now. Outside off stump. Has he smacked it for 6? No, he's found the fielder. Khalid Shah, the coolest cat on the ground. What an easy take. That ball was going towards that boundary.
What a hit here by Waqas Ali Jatt, but cool as cucumber. Khalid Shah. What a brilliant take under pressure. A big relief for Seth Ibtisam. It's the end of Waqas Ali Jatt. Played a good cameo for his team. Still they are in the game. 8 runs needed from 2 deliveries.
Well, this has been a very exciting over. Started with a wide, then a 4, a dot ball, 6, wicket, 2 more deliveries to go, 8 runs needed. Asif Hayat crossing, getting on strike. Very well bowled there by Ibtisam Seth. They're looking to go for 2. No, they don't. The left-hander Salman Khan is on strike. Well, if he can be his namesake, Salman Khan, he needs something heroic here. 6 will tie the game. Can we have a super over in the last round game of this AVR Pay News Ajman T20, powered by SkyExchange.net?
This lad can hit hard. I have seen him many times coming down the order and hitting couple of sixes. And his favorite area is square leg and mid wicket.
Well, let's see what he's going to try. Ibtisam Seth, just don't bowl any extras. That's going to be the point. Oh, he saved it, has he? Yes, he has. Ibtisam Seth has defended 19. It's all relatively unnecessary at the moment. But Ajman Heroes has picked up the win. They haven't qualified for the semi-finals, unfortunately. But they've made a statement in the tournament.
Definitely, they have beaten one of the stronger side in this tournament, Bangla Tigers. It was all started with Khalid Shah. Brutal hitting. And it came down to 19 runs of the final over. Seth Ibtisam kept his cool under pressure, but won the match for his team by 5 runs.
Well, Adnan Mulk, after the first few games, has led the team really well, scoring with the bat, and then good bowling changes. Adnan Arif in the field, Adnan Khan behind the stumps did really well.
Good to see all these old horses doing well. Adnan Arif, Nasir Aziz, Ibtisam. I won't call Adnan Khan the old horse because he's still young.
Well, you've just called Nasir Aziz an old horse, and I am praying for your well-being now. Mudassir is going to come and find you here in the com box. Nasir Aziz, what a spell he's bowled. Got in a hat-trick today. We'll have to see. He's been asked to lead the side. There you have it. That's the batting card. Then Fayaz Ahmed, Sagar Kalyan, when they started off, it looked as if the total was going to be a small one. Sagar Kalyan, 59 of 46. Amir Hamza started very well, 25 of 13. And then that over from Nasir Aziz picked up Amir Hamza, Punya Mehra and Ismail Khan on 3 deliveries. Waqas Jatt, the lone warrior in the middle, 24 of 15, falling on the second last delivery of Ibtisam's last over. Asif Hayat was supporting him well. 23 extras, and they've still managed to win the Ajman Heroes.
Talking about the Ajman Heroes bowling, it was Nasir Aziz who started 4 overs, 34 runs, 3 wickets. That was a hat trick. Lukman Luki, 4 overs, 24. What a brilliant bowling spell. And Keshav Sharma, he made a half century, 4 overs, 50 runs, 1 wicket. Faisal Beg, 4 crucial overs, 19 runs, 1 wicket. Ibtisam, Ibtisham was a bit expensive, but at the end he won the match for his team, picking up that crucial wicket of Waqas Ali Jatt.
And look at that fall of wickets. 85, the first wicket fell, 101, 115. Till then, Bangla Tigers were in the game, and then that hat trick, 133, 134, 134, all because of Nasir Aziz. A 40-run partnership between Waqas Jatt and Asif Hayat couldn't take them through. Again, 23 extras from the bowling. These are the highlights then. Nasir Aziz opening the bowling as always, but Sagar Kalyan had other ideas. Both Sagar and Fayaz did really well in the power play, getting some crucial boundaries and kept the scoring moving. Fayaz Ahmed a bit slow in the beginning, but then he recovered nicely.
This was the breakthrough given by Ibtisam. Though he was expensive, he got crucial wickets. This time, Mir Hamza. Faisal Beg was brought into attack and straight away got the big wicket of Sagar Kalyan. Mir Hamza coming very hard on Nasir Aziz. Keshav got the big wicket of Ali Khan. Look at Faisal Beg. He was so happy after taking that catch. Mir Hamza tried his best, hitting couple of sixes. And this was the catch taken by Keshav, which turned the match. Punya Mehra, unlucky, what a piece of glove work by Adnan Khan. The straighter one knocked Ismail Khan. Waqas Ali Jatt, what a cameo he has played today. Asif Hayat tried his best.
Yep, outside edge. Then 19 needed of the last over. Waqas Jatt got a boundary and then got a maximum. At that stage, they were looking like they're gonna chase this total down, and then Khalid Shah, the cool cat, taking the easy catch. In the end, winning by 5 runs. The Ajman Heroes, that's the match summary. Then batting first, 183 for the loss of 7 wickets. Ajman Heroes, Khalid Shah with 81 of 50 deliveries. Adnan Khan and Adnan Arif both scoring some crucial runs as well. Amir Hamza picking up 3 wickets. Babar Iqbal, 2 wickets. And Ismail Khan, the one solitary wicket for him. And then in the run chase, Sagar Kalyan started off well, 59 of 46. Amir Hamza, 25 of 13. Waqas Jatt right at the end, 24 of 15. And then Don Nasir Aziz picking up 3 wickets in that 1 over to derail this run chase. Ibtisam Seth picking up the last wicket in his last over to defend 19. The Ajman Heroes winning by 5 runs. So the round matches are now done and dusted. The semi-finalists have been decided.
Just tell them don't
We'll
turn
be
off
going
the lights
down to
anymore.
Faizan Khan, who is with the man of the match at the presentation ceremony.
Presentation of the last league game that happened here at the Ajman Malik Cricket Stadium. Of course, this concludes the league phase of the tournament, and we are going to go into the semi-finals tomorrow. It was Bangla Tigers versus Ajman Heroes, and Ajman Heroes turning out to be victorious in a very close game by just 5 runs. In the presentation party, I have with me, the man next to me is Mr. K.R. Nair, who is actually a renowned journalist here in the UAE. And next to him is Mr. Yasin Chaudhry, the owner of Bangla Tigers at the Abu Dhabi T10. And of course, the man of the match for his inspiring performance and putting that total on board of 183 is Khalid Shah, 81 runs off just 50 deliveries. He is the man of the match tonight, and a brilliant performance from him with the bat. A couple of cover drives that he played were absolutely amazing to witness from the commentary box. That is his check of 500 dirhams by Mr. Yasin Chaudhry and Mr. K.R. Nair. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Khalid, can you please give me some time here? Khalid, what a knock. It was much awaited. We were in the commentary box waiting all this while for you to make a knock like this, because all the drives that you played were absolutely beautiful to watch. So happy with your form?
Absolutely, yeah. Very happy with the form because it was much needed for me personally, for the team as well, and I'm glad that it came at the right time.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for you, although even after winning the game, you're not going through to the semis. So, what is it that you've taken away from this tournament?
Plenty of positives, and obviously the credit goes to in the entire Ajman Cricket Council. I mean, the guys have done great job and a great tournament, and obviously the teams and everyone. So we'll look forward for the next season, and we'll try to come back stronger.
So, do you go home and check the highlights of how those drives were looking for you?
Each and every ball.
That's sweet of you. Congratulations. You have won yourself 500 dirhams. I need a party as well.
After the interview. Thanks.
Thank you so much. That's Khalid Shah, and he's our man of the match for this last league game here for the Ajman Heroes. They eventually winning but missing out on the slot to be in the semi-finals. Of course, two big games tomorrow. The first semi-final is going to be played at 4:15 p.m. Maratha Arabians versus Deccan Gladiators, who have just gotten in by a whisker. And of course, the second semi-final is going to be Delhi Bulls versus Bangla Tigers, and may the best team win. We'll see you tomorrow at 3:50 p.m. when the toss happens. Stay tuned. God bless. Goodbye.
Preview.